Hello. We should, in theory, be live. Hopefully there isn't any mic troubles again. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully there are none. Is this an episode? No, this is a stream. The fight with the swordsman and the martial artist in the forest was so good. I enjoyed writing that a lot. I really like that one. The Cosmic Phoenix Men episodes were peak. Yeah, I like those too. Okay, I'll try to put on some background music, because it is kind of awkward without it. But I'm also very hesitant to do that, because it always gets copyrighted. See, most of the music that I see is like years ago, so I don't know. That might be copyrighted now, even if it wasn't back then. Okay, put something on. There should be at least a little bit of background music now. Hey, Mike is good. Yeah, good to hear. What's up, Satri? Hello. Hello, Pilgladiator. Fijal? Sorry if I butchered that. Space, a fan of this. Hello, how are you? I'm good. I was supposed to go traveling today a little bit to some relatives, but then the weather just said nope. The highways were just snowy. What if Boros episodes tier list remaster? Yeah, pretty much. I've done this once before, but that was me actually ranking them. This time I'm gonna have to ask you guys to rank them, because I'm really curious to see where you would rank them. So if you can, and if you'd like to, I would love to hear your opinion as we go on. What if Boros became a gooner? Good evening, Satri. Hello, Banana. Can you higher your mic? I could try to get closer, but... Oh, actually, I can higher it. Let me know if it's too much. I hired it quite a bit. I haven't watched all of them yet, is that okay? Well, there's gonna be spoilers, probably, because we probably will discuss a little bit what happened in them. You Sigma boy. Like for background music? Or what? Boros versus the Monster Association needs to go in peak what if? We'll see. We'll see what you guys decide. Looks like the episode 2 remaster isn't here. It is, actually. It is here. You just can't see it. If you scroll down a little bit further, you'll see it is here. I put them in chronological order, so it's kind of after everything already. So there's the original, then there's like the remaster. My ears. My volume was too high. Let me know, please. Please let me know if the volume is too high. If it's alright. Also, I do have another tier list at the ready. If you guys would want to see this one instead. Which is like One Punch Man fights. Just like a personal list. But to give more time to people to join in. Just a little tiny update. Episode 7 of What If Boros Turned Good should come out next weekend. I did like a community post on this as well, with like a couple of teaser images. So episode 7 isn't going to be the original like 3-hour long episode 7, because it dragged out way too much. It's split into multiple parts now, so episode 7, like the original material for them, is now in episodes 7, 8, and 9 instead. Because it was just way too long now. Is the original different? Yeah, it is. If you're talking about part 2 of the What If Boros Turned Good story. Yeah, the fights list would be neat. Yeah. Do them both a 9-hour stream? Technically I could. Technically, there is no limitation now. I do have a free night ahead of me. Never saw the original episode 2. I'll give like a brief rundown of what each of the parts was, just to give like a brief idea. That's what she said. Hello, Eternal Flame. How are you? Guys, if you like JJK, I advise you go check out Eternal Flame's What If Toji Survived. If you're a fan of JJK, I would highly recommend that. Skipped my workout for Satori's stream. Sorry about that. You can work out while listening, right? Like if you bring headphones or like AirPods. I need to get back to working out. I used to, but like I haven't in a little while, so yeah, I need to get back to that. Alright, so we have 30 people here. I think we can probably begin, right? So what do you guys want to see first? The parts ranking or like the fights ranking? Probably the parts, right? Because it probably won't take as long. I use an app for my workouts? Alright. What If Toji Survived is one of those another great what if? Like, what if Boros turned good? Yeah, it's very good. He's like doing his own like arcs and stuff now too. Like it's awesome. Currently writing the story in a written version and published it on a site. It's just a hobby. I don't get anything. Can I continue? No problem with it. Oh, like this story. Like what if Boros turned good in a written format? Yeah, that's fine. If you like give credit to like the original parts, I'm definitely fine with that. Parts ranking first, alright. Usually come on in an hour into a stream. Right now I'm early. Yeah, welcome. I can't pronounce your name, I don't recognize the kanji unfortunately. But welcome to the stream. Still wondering if Boros got into Meteoric Burst in Boros vs. Orochi Part 2? No, he did not. It was like peak released form. Watch your Godzilla video. There are some things I didn't personally agree with, such as the faster than light or star potency scales for Godzilla, but I didn't make a comment on it. That's fine. Like, everybody has their own takes. Put all the episodes from good to great with the episode where Tots meets God as the greatest. We'll see. We'll see what you decide. I like the original part 2 more than the remade one. That's alright too. I understand, like, it fits better in terms of, like, a flow with the rest of them. I'm surprised there haven't been any Fang manga. There is, like, one really short one at one point, or there was, but it was, like, 1-2 chapters, then it was gone. Yeah, Orochi could not have absorbed the roar cannon, probably. But maybe, who knows? Right, so we can do the parts tier list. Let me open up the stream actually in my phone so I can see the chat while looking at the tier list. Because I would really like to be able to do that. To read chat and look at the tier list. The episodes first? Alright, so episode 1. So this is where it all began. The original. I'm gonna get something out the way real quick. There's like a thing that like isolates noise, but it's just so cumbersome when I need to do anything with the computer. So please let me know if the voice quality dropped just now, because I removed that. Yeah, chat, we need to be careful with ranking these episodes. Yeah. Yeah, this will determine the legacy of the episodes, I guess. Okay, so to briefly explain the tiers, like, I think it's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. It's like, not good, you didn't like it. Okay, you like had some entertainment value, but it wasn't anything special. Good, it's like, okay, I like this one, right? Like, this one's good, I like it. Great is like, there's something special about it. So you really like this one. Like, it's great, it's got something really good, but there's just something still missing. Peak What If is like just a hype. Like, already you're hyped about it, right? And then can compete with the best of anime. This one do very sparingly, okay? Because you guys like to comment peek a lot, but like this was like Ultra Instinct Goku reveal tier, or like Gojo versus Sukuna, like that kind of tier, okay? Like this one is like treat it with respect, okay? If there's nothing that goes here, please don't say it goes here, okay? Episode 1 is solid whirlwinding, so I'd say it's good. First episode is largely just establishing stuff, not much character work yet, no major fights. Good, but nothing too crazy just yet. I'd say good for the first. Felt slightly forced with Boros agreeing to become good. Yeah, that's my biggest issue, is like I had to do it fast. I just didn't really spend time with it. So, definitely part 1 could have been spread out a little bit further. Into like 30 minutes or like 2 15-minute episodes or something like that. So what I'm seeing is good, right? I would say okay, okay. Didn't like the first episode as much. Right, I can make a poll, I believe. How do I make a poll? Oh, there we go. Episode 1, good or okay? And we can get the poll rolling. So now you guys can vote. Like on your PCs, on your computers, you should be able to press on the option that you like. Okay, okay, I'd be fine with good. It does what it does just fine, you know. Just recently started the series. Yeah, I would suggest being careful then, because there's gonna be spoilers in this for sure. Episode 1 is okay. You can tell it's old with the mic, but besides the characters are in character, which is what I like. It's a bit of force. Yeah. Okay is okay is winning a lot. That's good. It can be an okay. It can definitely be in okay. It's fine. The series gets a lot better later, but it's fairly serviceable. Yeah, so the main things that I do kind of like is like, okay, Boros spars with Genos, and then there's like the VGS where like a simulated Boros fights Darkshine, so that's like kind of cool. But yeah, overall I would definitely agree that it's just okay. I would place it here as well, personally. Episode 1 is okay to good. It's okay for the start of the series. Alright. So I think we can end the poll then. 25 people voted out of 30, so yeah, that's good. So now episode 2, the original episode 2. So what this one does is there's like a brief fight. I'm just dragging it up to good for now, just so like we have it highlighted. I'll drag it to wherever you guys vote later. This one is like, okay, Boros comes in, talks to the Monster Association, bullies Gums and Fear Ugly. And then Orochi drags him down to fight, and their fight in the original is like basically the first half of the remade one. For those of you who have only seen the big compilation, this is like up until Orochi gets his arm torn off, and then he just goes, uses the Gaia Cannon, and then dies immediately. So like it's just like Boros, suppressed, trying to overcome the puzzle that is Orochi with the martial arts and whatnot. And then after that, it's just like, oh, yeah, he died. So it's kind of anticlimactic, but at the same time, it's more power scaling accurate. Like, Boros just kind of wins. Can you do this later so I can rewatch it? I mean, I'll leave it up so you can, like, rewatch it later. Like, it will be a video. You can go to the live section on the channel and you'll see it. I'm gonna call the original episode 2, episode 2. I'd say okay, it's fine, but the retcon is better. Let's not forget when you made that Garo mistake in the OG episode 2. Yeah, like, there was also a moment where, like, I say Orochi fought Garo and got his martial arts, when, like, he never fought Garo in this story. Like, there were just a couple mistakes like that as well, which kind of dragged it down. Overall, it was kind of like too much setup for the fight with the monologuing, and then the fight was just really short, like not even 10 minutes. This episode really hooked me into this. I'd say it's Greater Peak. That's interesting. I'd be down for that too. Although it's very high, I will say. It was hype when Boros had all 500 of you against me right here, right now. Yeah. Episode 2 is okay, I just think it's an entertaining version of the original. Hello, Zahib? Oh, now I remember I watched the 9-hour one, so I don't know how the parts work. This one is basically from him confronting the Monster Association originally, until he kills Orochi. But the Orochi fight is like less than half of what the remake is. In the... like this remade one, there's a remake of part 2 that's like in the 9-hour compilation, with the whole Orochi mutation situation. This one is just like Orochi never mutates, he just dies. It is okay, I like those original characters that Murata makes. Yeah, no, the remake is better than the original. I think the pace was fine, it intensified Boros' power. Emphasized Boros' power. It's high okay to low good. I think Tots would give Boros a decent fight. In his released form, I think she could do like a little bit, but not much, personally. But I can see the take. Okay, so let's do a poll again. Episode 2, good or okay? Good or okay? Let's start the poll. I think it's better than the first episode, there with a lot of hype in it. Yeah. The OG episode 2's Orochi vs. Boros is underwhelming in some ways. I would definitely agree. That's like my biggest gripe with it. Oh, good is winning by a lot. I would lean more towards good. Yeah, good is kind of stomping right now. The remake is peak, then only what if I would watch it over and over. I do prefer the remake for sure. Alright, so we've got like 22 votes out of 32, and so far good is winning by quite a lot. So last chance for like last 5 seconds or 10 seconds, but I don't think it's gonna change. Although it is evening out. I did like you making a fusion of redraw and original Orochi. Yeah. I think that's like the best way to do it, because the redraw has like the better sort of story, I guess, but like in terms of a fight, like it's not a contest. Pre-redraw was so much better. How much stronger does Orochi get with his adaptation abilities? Is it slower than Goro's adaptation techniques? It's slower than Goro's, technically, but like it exploded in such a way that he evolved in one swoop way more than Goro could have. The pictures in the community post you made were fire. Let's see what's up with the black platinum S. That's just a silhouette, like a shadow, but yeah. Ironic how I watched the 5-way fight video from season 1 like 20 minutes ago because it came on my recommended. That's nice. Right, so good seems to have won the poll with 25 votes. I don't think it's... like, if everybody voted okay right now, I think they could still change it, but I think it's fine to end it with good. So good was winning. So yeah, we shall place it in good. Now, the big one. Part 3, the 5-way clash. So basically, this one starts with Boros versus the Cadres. He bullies Black S, he gets blasted by Elder Centipede onto the surface. And then he bullies Black S, Homeless Emperor, Fear Ugly, and Gums, and Rover. Like, it's just like a gauntlet of cadres that he kind of bullies. And then Platinum S is born, gives him more trouble. And then Sairochi is born. And Tatsumaki arrives. Then Sairochi is born. Then Sage comes along. And it's just this big, massive battle. I think this is where most people got hooked. Like, where they went from being... like, this is just the impression I get. This is where people went from, like, This is a neat little series. I'll see where it goes, to like actually enjoying it. Episode 3 is peak, peak. Throw that shit in peak right now, peak, peak, high grade, peak. Episode 3, back when Satoru forgot Sage Clown was born from Orochi's dead body. I wasn't even aware of that. Like, I never even thought of it. It makes me like him less. At first, I thought he was just like an ancient being created by God, like eons ago, and then now he's just like, okay, created from Orochi's mush. Good to know. I love this, peak. Platinum S's initial showing was crazy. Dude, I had that scene in my head for weeks. Like the specific choreography in which Platinum S was gonna go like go wild on Boros, like with the theme playing on my headphone. Like it was fun. It was a good time. Genuine cinema. All 3 parts of episode 3 together are great to peak for me. They were fire. Okay, so we're thinking peak, what if, or great, right? So let's throw a poll up. Was peak episode was the Battle Royale? Yeah. Like a Battle Royale. Yeah, sorry. I didn't read that right. I get the feeling peak is gonna win by like a landslide, but let's see. Episode 3 is definitely great. It's a crazy show of powers. Yeah, Tatsumaki creates like a mountain that goes up into space. Boros like flips it over. The fight with like Platinum S and Boros darting around on Sage Centipede, using him as an arena. And then they like swing Sage Centipede into each other. Like back then I didn't even hate Sage. But the seeds were already in my subconscious. He was already getting kind of bullied. The most out of everybody there. Oh my god, that's a lot of kanji. Nothing short of peak, obviously peak. That was because Satoru didn't realize how much of a clown Sage was. Yeah. Episode 3 is the payoff to all the hype in episode 2. I genuinely think it's peak. Among the best episodes. Yep. I do agree. Yeah, peak is winning by a landslide with 28 votes, like the majority by a while, by a lot. Yeah, I think we can end it pretty much. I think it's pretty clear. Peak is just dominating. Yeah, so it goes in the peak what if tier then. Clown Centipede, yes sir. There's a diss track coming, like a second diss track. I haven't gotten to like... I tried recording it once, but it didn't pan out. Just because it didn't sound right. Like my voice on the beat did not sound right. But eventually I will get it down. Eventually you'll get the second diss track. Top 5 strongest what if character, Satoru? That's kind of spoilery, but... I don't know if I want to answer that, Yasin. By the way, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll need to hop off my boy Sage. The time when Clown Centipede wasn't a punching bag. I love how we just went from talking about the what if to Sage hate. I love it. But to answer the question, top 1 and 2 are still God and Saitama. 3 and onward is... I can't really say though. I don't want to say. I want the what if to speak for itself. I will say there's gonna be tons of power scaling in episode 7. And then later episodes as well. Like the hierarchy just completely is shaken. I'll say that. Your level of your hatred for Sage is never going to reach the level of real haters of the world. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I hate him pretty badly. A second diss track. Yep. God, Saitama King, Cosmic Phoenix Man, Boros. 3 and onwards is spoiler. Kinda, yeah. Right, so now, moving on. Episode 4. So this one is the aftermath, where Boros gets bullied by Saitama and Genos for destroying Saitama's home. and Z City. And then the setup for him donning the Kenji costume, or like the Kenji persona, where Kuseno makes him armor that makes him look like a hero. And then, yeah. Sorry, just got a message on Discord that I had to check. But yeah, episode 4 is like some comedy and a lot of setup for Boros becoming a hero and signing up into the Hero Association. He doesn't actually sign up until part 5, but this is like where it goes. The funniest parts are probably like Genos sitting down and teaching Boros English and whatnot for like a week straight while Saitama just looms over him with a death glare. That's probably the peak. This is also the first thumbnail that I actually had custom drawn by Chandler Draws What Ifs. That guy's awesome. He just came back to the project as well, so I'm really happy to have him back. We're good pals now. So yeah, appreciate that as well. So another landmark. Good, good. You can't do a ranking without me. Yeah, Chandler Does What Ifs. Hello. Welcome. Hi, good tier. Satoru gets a rage boost by how much he hates Centipede and fights Boros on equal footing. Yeah. Good, good, okay. I'd say it's okay. Did Boros meet God in this or episode 3? Oh yeah, in episode 3 Boros also met God. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, he first meets God in episode 3. And like it's what motivates him to start training and to get stronger. It's fine, good, but certainly coming from the high that was the last episode, it is a bit of a letdown. But still I put it at like the top of good. I'm awesome. Yeah, you are. I can be honest about that. Boros not telling anything. So Boros not telling anyone about God pretty much goes nowhere for season 1. Yeah, just kind of like... I don't know, I guess I didn't want to deal with the ramifications of everybody knowing about God. I guess. Good, I remember it being a fun episode. I also like the episode of Tatsumaki overcoming God. We'll get there. Even though Boros has been alive and speaking English for who knows how long, he still made grammar errors in the Hero Association exam. More reason why episode 3 is peak. Yep. Alright, so let's... We need to jump Ty learned for his wrong opinions. What has he said? What has the poor man done? Best fight of the series so far was Everyone versus Cosmic Fear Phoenix Man. You'll get some pretty good fights upcoming as well. Pretty soon. Okay, I'm gonna start another poll just to see, to make sure. Good or okay? Those are like the two options that I keep seeing. Boros in episode 4, I won't tell anyone about God. Meanwhile, episodes later, he tells pretty much everyone about God. Well, I mean, he doesn't mention him for a while. Like, it's only when God becomes, like, super relevant. Like, when it's impossible not to talk about him. Oh, Boy, no, welcome. Oh. BNG, I don't know what that is, but that's 50 of something. This isn't exactly the promised $60, but it's close enough, I guess. Sorry, I will give more soon. No, that's totally fine. Thank you very much. I'm not sure what this is, what currency it is, but thank you very much. Heck yeah, W. Yeah, let's go. Thank you very much. Funding the entire channel with this one. Yeah. Best episodes is where Goketsu fights Bang. We'll get there, we'll get there. Are the tiers going to be ordered or just all of them and share plays? We can order them as well. We can order them. Okay, so good is winning, like by a lot for episode 4. So we can end the poll. Oh, Chandler Knows What Ifs, thank you very much. $5. View my energy. Give me your energy so I can throw a spirit bomb on that artwork. Wish I wasn't broke so I could donate. That's fine. Only donate if you can. But thank you very much. I should put these on screen probably, right? Like, streamers do that. But it would take a while to set up. For future streams I should, though. I definitely should. BNG is Bulgarian money, alright? It is it above or below episode 2? Okitsu would lose to Silverfang? It depends on how you argue. 50 BNG is $26. Love Hellfire Inferno Phoenix Man versus Release Boros in episode 14. Mental Beatdown. Yep. We'll get there, we'll get there. So... For part 4, do you think it should be above or below the original part 2 versus Orochi? Do you think it's better or worse? What do you guys think about that one? I can do like another poll to speed things up. Above or below episode 2? Boros simp? I am a Boros simp, yep. We're all Boros simps around these parts. Below. Everyone wants Tatsumaki x Boros, but the real ship is Phoenix Man x Boros. God, not the shipping wars again. Sorry. What do you think Blast, Void, Saitama, and Godscale? Honestly, I don't really care anymore. It's like, you can scale them wherever. I'm fine with anything. I think below, but not by much. Okay, below is definitely winning. But we still got, like, only half the people voting, so... Your chance is now. You can still change it if you want to. No, it's the little girl... No, dude. Epic Gladiator, no. Just no. Please no. What do you think is Orochi's best form for combat purposes rather than power? Do you think it's his humanoid form? Or was it his best form for combat? Yeah, I definitely think so. Like, he's dodging Saitama's punches and, like, intercepting him. Everything is actually Pig God's imagination and he is God. This reminds me of, like, the Lovecraftian, like, what's his name? Like, the big worm that, like, dreams the entirety of reality. And, like, if he ever wakes up, it's just over. The best ship is God versus Phoenix Man. Epic Gladiator needs to leave. After comments like that, who knows? Maybe he does. Alright, let's end it. So, below did win. So we're keeping it below. If anyone starts a shipping war, he shall be sent to the dimension that Tatsumaki was sent to. I forgot the name. Hametsu Tokurushimi. Watching the stream while playing Minecraft at LYM is fire. Yo, that is good. Playing Minecraft, streaming, or watching a stream. Royal Ripper X got... Okay, we're moving on, chat. We're moving on to the next episode, because this is getting wild. So then episode 5. So this is where Boros officially becomes a hero. He goes through, like, the exam. And then he fights Rover, pretty much. He patrols the streets for a bit with Genos. Then he patrols alone. Then he encounters Rover about to destroy Fubuki. He saves Fubuki and then beats Rover. Kind of animal abuse. Kind of a crime. And basically he tames Rover by the end, but tames is like a very strong word for that. He basically forces him to comply. And then we also have the events of season 2, like, picking up, with Garo, like, going around hunting heroes. But nothing major yet. It's not until part 6 that Garo really becomes a player. Hey, Saturime asks, where is your accent from? Lithuania, like someone else in chat said. I used to keep that secret, but now it's like... It's like, whatever. YouTube already gives it away. Like, it's listed on my homepage. Orochi X Psychos? No. Episode 5 was good. I like the turning Rover into his pet. I do like Garo getting recognized right away, which only helps his goal of getting stronger and hunting heroes. Yeah. This is tough, it's for sure and good, but where in that tier I'm not certain. Someone call Peta. Never met anyone else from Lithuania. At least great because Rover is good boy. Solid good. Episode 5 is great tier, top of good. Do you understand Philippine language? Sadly, I do not. Can I send a pic of my Minecraft village on Discord? As long as it's not anything freaky, Gladiator, because, like, I don't trust you anymore after those comments. Ugly as gums. Oh no. William Afton versus Child Emperor. That's like a meme. Like, there's been 2 streams in a row where somebody brings that up. It's just like Child Emperor's backpack just kind of solos. Part 5 isn't great, but not the best. Oh, is in great, but not the best. Also, the beginning of Pretty getting abused by the what if. At the top of good or bottom of great. We can put it to a vote. Episode 5. Good or great? I'm kind of surprised you're putting it in grid, actually. Like, there's votes for that. Because personally, I think I'd probably have it in good. As a thought, as part of Yogg-Sothoth, like everything else. There's like whole Lovecraftian lore going on now. I'm freaky 24/7. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Great because it really feels like Boros has to be part of the world. True that. Like, he's having to adapt to the world of humanity. And like learning about their culture and stuff. Rover is the best. Moomin Rider versus Eren Yeager. I might still do that video, because that is a genuinely interesting topic, actually. It's now my tradition to comment William Afton versus Child Emperor on your streams. Slip detected. Gladiator. Why did you choose Puri to be the one who got beat up by Garo instead of doing Metalbat and keeping it like the original? I meant not. I forgot to put a not. I don't know. I don't know. And why did I choose Puri? Just because I don't really like... Okay, Metalbat, the circumstances for that just didn't pan out, because like Elder Centipede never attacks. So like Garo never encounters Bat, just because of that. Because like the circumstances just weren't there for them to meet. Fubuki XG. Okay, boy, you can stop now. All my homies hate Puri. It will be funny. Do it, Satori. Do what? Puri deserves abuse. He's a bad person. I like Rover's relationship with Boros. It's very cute, and the fact Boros tears him shows he learned from Saitama. Yeah, but he kind of beats him up. Like, yeah, I understand what you mean. Okay, so people are putting in great. So you guys have voted. Democratically, it is in great. But probably like low grade tier, right? Sorry. Let me clear my nose real quick. Puri literally attacks prisoners in the SA way. Yeah, it's bad. It's interesting when you first bring up Fubuki in the episode you call her curvy or something. I don't remember that. I might have. Okay, so then moving on, episode 6 is going to be next. So in this one, there's not much Boros. It's more so focused on Garo. Like for Boros, I think this is where he informs everybody about Rover. Like where people get to know that he's taking Rover in as a pet and get really concerned, specifically Genos and Kuseno. But more so, it's about Garo fighting Atomic's disciples, which is a pretty good fight, I would say. Like, I enjoyed writing it. It's like a cool little scuffle. Like, he's at that level where he's like top of A class now, like he's beating all three of the disciples. And then he gets bullied by Child Emperor until he gets the classic Garo mental amp and evolves and then catches Child Emperor slipping and then like instills some level of PTSD in him and then tries to go away, but then Phoenix Man carries him away. And that's how the episode ends. This one is special because this is the first time where I really started yelling. One of the very start of like the long list of episodes where I'm yelling. Okay, tier. I really like the beef between Boros and Amai. Boros and Amai is episode 7 actually, so we'll get there. I like Ian being included because he's quite underrated in terms of power scaling. Yeah. By the way, hello Mr. Moose. I stumbled out of deep dark while mining for diamonds. What do I do? Don't summon the warden unless you want to die. Bottom of gray. Oh, like, yeah. That was for the previous one. Curvy. Episode 6, great. Garo fighting the three swordsmen was great, and fighting Child Emperor was amazing and very fitting because of Garo's origin. Yeah. It's like his least favorite type of hero. It's good. Alright, I like the Hero Association stuff, but I'm just generally uninterested in Garo. That's fair. Garo, the more he crashes out, the stronger he gets. Yeah. Low good or high okay, Mo? Do you still think Flashy Flash is millions of times flat? Do you still think Flashy Flash is millions of times faster than Light Highballed? I don't really think I've ever said that. In the video, I said that Poseidon was like millions of times with a highball. How do you view Attack on Titan in terms of power scaling? They're like... See, modern military should, in lore, be able to deal with them, but they do, like, damage large buildings and whatnot. Oh god, my internet cut out for a second, that was scary. Baboy next ban button. Has anyone ever complained about your shouting during recording? No, because I do it when nobody's here. I have to find the right times for it. Okay, let's make the poll now. So what I'm seeing is okay to good to great. So let's see. Episode 6. Okay, good or great. Let's see. Also in the Satri channel, we don't like child abuse, but we do, however, find it hilarious. And then Katagaro beating up Child Emperor. Yeah, the TFS meme. 1 second. Had to check if my cable was connected correctly. Sarbamba over the AOT verse? Probably. What happens in episode 6 again? Garo fights the 3 disciples of Atomic Samurai, which is like a pretty underrated fight, I would say. I enjoyed writing it a lot. And then afterwards he fights Child Emperor, gets bodied, then gets a rage amp and bodies Child Emperor back, pretty much. And then gets carried away by Phoenix Man. Is episode 6 Garo versus Child Emperor? Yeah. Is this the one where they test the S-Class? What do you mean test the S-Class, exactly? Do you talk Philippine? Sadly, I do not. Whatever episode Big Pig God dies, I'm voting not good tier. Do you think Boros solos Dragon Ball Z Vegeta arc? If you don't take anime-only power scaling, I do think so, but if you do, then it's really hard to get Boros to be fast enough to touch Vegeta. Do you live in a hostel or something? I live in a house. What do you think of the newest Record of Ragnarok chapters? I still have not caught up. I'm not caught up past like the first couple chapters of Susanoo versus Okita. By the way, did Garo turn his hair red like the Child Emperor fight, like he did in the Genos in the original? I'm not too certain, but I think so. He is from Europe. The Boros clone thing. Child Emperor still hasn't recovered. Yeah, there's some mild PTSD going on. Boros defeats everyone before Freeze arc? Possibly. What if Raditz invaded One Punch Man? If you don't use anime-only scaling, I think he gets backed up by Tatsumaki, but if you do, then probably beats Tatsumaki. How many freaky comments till I get banned? Depends on how freaky they are, I suppose. Raditz is above Dragon near God tier. Somewhere around like above Dragon, yeah. Do you think Saitama can copy or learn about energy and magic projectiles? We don't really have anything to go off of in that, so can't really say. Good is winning by a lot, so then the next part is... the next question... is... where in good does part 6 go? So the options are going to be above part 2, above part 4, and at the bottom. How far would Boros go into the JoJo verse? I'm not too certain, because I haven't actually seen all of JoJo. I've only seen the parts 1 to 3. Next episode, next weekend. What if everyone was freaky? Probably wouldn't do that. Saitama can learn anything pretty much. Looks like he doesn't need energy projection. Yeah. We don't really know for sure, but maybe he could. Scale Tatsumaki to star level, kind of a hot take. I'd like to see the reasoning for it. That's the thing. Boros loses in part 5? I don't think he does. Oh, like for JoJo's. Gold Experience Requiem, I assume? Can't wait for the Boros vs. Tatsumaki rematch. Dude, this one, like, okay, parts 1 to 6 of What If Boros Turned Good Season 2 are like, okay, here's the setup, here's the character stuff, here's this, here's the foreshadowing. Episode 7 is just F it, we ball. Like, it's the embodiment of that meme. I do think episode 6 is better than episode 2, a much more interesting fight and more amazing scenes. Yeah, I would probably agree personally. Do you have a car IRL? I want to, and I will have it soon, but not yet. Hades versus Monster King Orochi? Definitely Hades, like, outscales in every possible way for that one. Orochi versus Kaguya? If you mean from Naruto, I'm siding with Kaguya. She, like, creates dimensions with stars in them. Why are parts of this chat being unhinged? That's the anime community. What do you think of the ship Moomin Rider X Mirko from MHA? Why? Why is that on Reddit? Low AP but crazy hacks for JoJo? Yeah. Saikorochi is large planetary to dwarf star and was called father to fatigue Tatsumaki. Why is she large planetary to dwarf star then? That's my next question. Saitama finds the Dragon Ball, wishes for hair, but gets denied. The poll is pretty... Oh yeah, the poll is very contentious. Oh wow. There's 40 people in chat. Somebody please vote as well. Please more people vote, because it's very close right now. We need a winner. I haven't seen ReZero, but there's like a question... A character with power to gain any ability, he needs to win, but Saitama can adapt infinitely. That's a pretty interesting one. Where's the character scale though? Like, does the ability just give him anything? Because then if he like instantly one-shot Saitama, then he wouldn't have time to adapt. Boros and Tatsumaki, we ballin'. Meanwhile Saitama, okay. I don't believe Kage is that strong. She's a bad fighter who relies solely upon Hack's abilities. I mean, physically she's very strong and fast. She just has bad skill. One-shot level above Orochi with a Gaia Cannon can take an attack from Saitama. Saitama's attack is kind of unscalable, though. Like, we don't know how much effort he used for it. Okay, Gladiator, Baboin, I'm gonna need you to chill, okay? I'm gonna need you both to chill. Do you watch Alan Becker? I do not. I don't know who that is, actually. Okay, above part 4 has won. By like a decent margin. So we'll do that. So episode 6 is above part 4, but below the original part 2. Jack the Filler. Alright, so then episode 7. This is another one where... Okay, I'm gonna start putting the new episodes that we're discussing in the not good tiers, just like for the time being, okay? So that we can see where it is, but like it's not in the most biggest tier yet. Basically, so episode 7 is like the big debate where Rover's fate is being discussed between Boros and all the Hero Association heroes. So this is the one where he starts beefing with a My Mask, where all the interactions with all the heroes come, and where Boros first gets an interest in King. And then also it is the episode where... Oh my god, I'm bleeding. Okay, don't mind that. Hold on. I'm kind of bleeding. Kind of out of nowhere too. But okay, I've got tissues, it's fine. So what else happens is Phoenix Man tries to convince Garo to join him. Garo refuses and kills Phoenix Man, and Phoenix Man resurrects into a resurrected Phoenix Man. So that's kind of the brief summary of episode 7. Part 7 is speaker grade. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Take a break and get it clean. No, it's fine, it's fine. It's like very little. I scratched too hard. Satori versus random blood loss. Yeah, pretty much you could say. Pure blood beeline. Satori air level durability. Episode 7 is okay. Episode 7 is great. Oh, dude, this is ranging from like okay to peak. Would put in great. Was this the ocean fight or was that later? Ocean fight is episode 9. You can see in the thumbnail as well if you look at the screen. Okay, I'm gonna go see a raindrop. Satori scratching self-tear. Alright, so let me just make a poll, I suppose. I'm gonna have to do like 4 options. um... Okay, episode 7. B, great, good, or okay? Nah, never mind. He's fighting the microphone again. Moment Rider beats Satori. I mean, probably. He got flipped by, like, a 10-foot tall behemoth. Or, like, whatever his height would be in feet. And, like, flipped over his head and then slammed into the concrete over and over again. And got his head slammed into the concrete by Garo hard enough to, like, crack the pavement. And that's not even the highest ends you can get him to. Episode 7 is very great or barely peak. Good is getting bloated, so I want to say low grade. Damn, I'm actually surprised. I painted this, thank you for the $6, or euros, not dollars, euros. You should collaborate more, I love the Godzilla and Gojo One Punch Man vids. You and collaborating with Sage or with Yasin, Pro Fiction or Cell would be fire. I did talk with Professor Fiction and we might collab sometime soon. And then for others as well, it's definitely on the table. More money for Satori. Can't wait for the next episode, so I keep rewatching the movies to know which plotline it is. Yeah, next episode should come next week. So that's good. Next weekend. Where is my mask among the S-Class in strength? In the manga, the very bottom. Like, he doesn't have feats, unfortunately. The manga does him really dirty. In the webcomic, is much better. How much do you bench? See, I don't actually know, because I don't have a spotter. and I'm too afraid to bench without a spotter. I'm too afraid to test that. I will say for leg presses, I do over 200 kilo. Like, 4 sets. I used to, at least, while I was working out, which I haven't done for a little while. But it would be like 4 sets of 16 or 17 for 200 kilo. It's true they are outer at least. Battle Cats? I don't know Battle Cats. There are small children screaming outside my apartment. That's relatable. Back when I used to live in like a flat. True form Gandalf versus One Punch Man verse? I'd need to look up Lord of the Rings scaling. Have you read the entire webcomic? I sadly haven't, but I will catch up at some point. Okay, so great is winning by like a good bit, so yeah, we can put it in great. And then where in great? Above or below part 5? Another poll will be necessary. Above part 5 or below part 5? Let's get that rolling. I'm happy you did keep the joke of everyone thinking King is strong, because having Boros realize King isn't strong early on would have been boring. Yeah, it's such a fun dynamic, like the guy who wants to fight versus the guy who's like perceived as invincible. Like the ultimate target. Kind of like Manaka and Goku in Dragon Ball Super, but like actually explored a little bit. Battle Cats from mobile games is very popular. I've heard of it a little bit, but like, I don't know what goes on, I've just heard the name. How strong is Moomin Rider with Bang's martial arts? I'll talk about Moomin Rider scaling later in the rumbling video that I sort of teased a little while ago. Time to glaze Phoenix Man in the polls. I'm asking because you said Moomin Rider probably defeats you, not definitely. Well, you don't know where I scale. You don't know where I scale. You don't know my feats. The webcomic is good. I actually began reading it again because of this What If series. Hey, good to know. I did take a lot of inspiration from the webcomic for certain things. I do like it more than the manga at points. So yeah. Streamer ranking idea, have us rank the development writing arc for each character in the what if. That was an idea that I did have, so we could do that sometime next stream, because this one's dragging on long, so I see that we won't be able to do any other tier lists. So I can definitely do that. Do you think Sarochi solos the rest of the Monster Association? 100%. Some say Flashy Flash is relative to Boros and pre-20-year time skip, and statement of Flashy Flash being relative to Blast. Huh? What did I miss? Okay, above part 5 for part 7, okay. So part 7, with the whole, like, Rover debate, Phoenix Man resurrecting, goes above part 5, where Rover... Oh, you guys are just putting Rover videos up high, I see how it is. South 3's chat level. God being secretly self-aware that the story is being altered by Satori. What would happen if Hades met Boros? I have a whole fan comic about that. Sometime I might cover it on stream. I asked him to watch Animation versus Animator and he still hasn't yet. I'm sorry. It's just really hard for me to watch something new in general. Is Rover best dog? No, my dog is. My dog ARL. But Rover is second best. Now moving on. Episode 8. So this one is kind of more of a setup episode, but I like it nonetheless. So this is where Boros does like some extra training. Gets like a little bit more of like just general Kenji stuff to do. But the main thing that happens here is basically Tatsumaki wakes up and then goes to confront Boros after talking to Fubuki and hearing that like and seeing that this guy is now in the association and he looks very similar to Boros. So like she gets PTSD from that. And then she goes to confront him without thinking, and then when she confronts him she's like, oh, what if this actually is the guy? What do I do? Because he's stronger. I loved it from the very, like, when this part came around, this is when I knew that I would absolutely adore writing for Boros and Tatsumaki. Because, like, their dynamic is just insanely good. In terms of, like, how they can bounce off of each other. Like, I did not expect it to spiral out like that, but it just did. Like, it was... I knew at the moment this part happened, that I was gonna be, like, super joyful about that. Who is the most overrated character in One Punch Man and Naruto? One Punch Man, Watchdog Man, and Naruto... I'm not too sure. I'd say Itachi or Minato, just because. Like, those two are just really loved. I won Morgoketsu and Rover in Season 2. They're so cute together. I try to make them more prevalent. Low good, high okay. Tatsumaki went from PTSD to friendship. People don't think about it. Oh god. Episode 8, Tatsumaki literally got trauma from nearly dying. Meanwhile in Ken and she never got trauma from the Monster Association arc. Yeah, that is a little difference. Although I'd be cool with above or below part 2. High, great, good. The Tatsumaki convo was peak, don't remember the rest though. That's also my thing, I don't remember what happened, what else happened, actually. I did not rewatch them. I have to go, sorry. It's alright. See you soon, Chandler. Nah, it's One Punch Man, it's Clown Centipede, of course. Grid again, okay tier. Who is Watchdog Man rated by to begin with? You should see it. Like, there are polls where people are saying he beats Rover. Like, it's bad. Like, the Watchdog Man fans are like, I don't know. Episode 8 is okay to good. Another peak ship, Hades x Boros? No. Alright, so what I'm seeing is it ranges from okay to great. So let's do another poll. Okay, to good to great. What do you guys think? Tatsumaki when she meets up with Boros and realizes he might actually be that guy. I bought off more than I could chew. Overlord is also underrated power scaling. I need to watch that. I have to go, sorry everyone, please rank the episode where Pigga dies not good tier. That's his final message for the stream. Clown Sage versus Hercules. Hercules from like Record of Ragnarok, as I would say Hercules then. Watchdog Man is just weird to me. No, wired to me. Shippers need to meet our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I have never actually met a Watchdog Man glazer. Where are they at? I mean, just like Google a topic about Watchdog Man. I'm sure you'll encounter them. Watchdog Man over Human Car over Pumped Up Metal Bat over Carnage Kabuto in base. Audiobooks are weird that way. Yeah, sort of. So far, no episodes have got close to touching peak What If tier. I mean, one of them is in the What If peak What If tier. Or at least... Oh, it's like for you it's not there, right? That's fine. I ain't joking, Satri, at April Fools, I'm making Boros Tatsumaki. There's a poll on Discord where I put up, like, an April Fool's poll, so you could go vote if you wanted to. Who wins? Plants from Plants vs. Zombies versus Zombie Man? I don't know Plant vs. Zombie scaling. Okay, good has won by, like, quite a bit. So I think we can end it now. And then we need to decide where in good it goes. No, hold on. Oh, I just posted an empty poll. Shibai versus Cosmic Garo? I don't know Shibai. I don't really want to do that. I don't want to talk Boruto right now. Okay, episode 8. Alright, new poll has started. It's funny Phoenix Man believes Watchdog Man could join or ever be useful. Yeah. I already voted, I won't disclose which I voted for, but I'm sure you can guess which one I picked. I can always check. It shows who voted for what. Oh, the screen is black. Oh, sorry. Okay, now it should be back. Yeah, black screen, sorry. I fixed it. Watchdog Man is dragon level already. What are you talking about? If he was monsterized, he would be strong. Eh. Oh, there's like a conversation or something there. Oh, for the Phoenix Man point, alright. What's your most and least favorite demon level monster? Favorite? Probably Royal Ripper or Deep Sea King. Least favorite? Hard to say. It's probably gonna be like one of those unmemorable ones that just kind of died and did nothing else. Okay, above episode 2 is winning by like a really good margin, so I think we can end the poll there. So above wait, what? Yeah, above episode 2, 1. Okay, it's top of good now. Nice. Yeah, I have returned. Hello, Eternal Flame, welcome back. Tatsumaki married Boros is winning. What have I done to this community? Yeah, the Discord is going wild. The reason Watchdog Man couldn't be in the association arc is because he would solo. It's because he would die really badly, and they couldn't show that kind of violence on screen, even for One Punch Man. Least favorite for me is the hackers. Actually, yeah. That's kind of lame. Could Spectacular Spider-Man pass the tune-in exams? Probably, I would imagine. If he scales at all, then he should be able to. By the way, Spectacular Spider-Man is really good. I haven't seen Gunbuster, sorry. If Boros ate a monster cell, would it do anything? I don't really know. I think his body might just reject it. Okay, so then episode 9. This one I love. I adore episode 9. This is the whole ocean water encounter, where at first we have all the heroes trying to team up against ocean water. We have Metal Knight's defenses against ocean water. Everything fails. Then Tatsumaki arrives and saves the Hero Association. Tries to go on the offensive, but she's still injured from the Boros battle from before, from part 3. So she can't actually go on the offensive and defend the Hero HQ at the same time. There's like a really awesome moment. Like, I'm sorry I'm glazing myself here, but like, there's a moment I really love where like Busho thinks he's about to die and like makes peace with that. There's just like a little moment there. There's Tatsumaki struggling to keep hold of a situation that she's ill-equipped to deal with at the moment. Then there's like Boros, Genos, and Rover joining the fight. Boros in his human form teams up with like Darkshine with Metal Bat. Or like Darkshine teams up with Rover as well. It's just very nice. Like, I love this part. And then, like, of course, the big reveal, the armor cracks. Fubuki's development, she helps Tatsumaki, she heals her. And then she saves her life that way. But then Tatsumaki still doesn't have the energy to keep going. So then Boros has to reveal himself. And then he gives her energy. And then, like, the whole emotional scene with the reveal. And then, like, the heat beats ocean water. And, like, he's pissed, you know? Like, This might unironically still be my favorite part I've ever done. I like it more than part 3 and part 15, honestly. So what do you guys think about part 9? Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Gloribus? I have. I'm one of the people who started the cult. Episode 9, amazing. I love Rover helping also. This is one of the first times we actually see Boros being upset fighting a strong enemy. Yep. Metal Ben and Darkshine, that friendship I never thought we needed. Yep. I like that. It's a cute idea, I think. In episode 2, Awakened Cockroach basically started the chain butterfly effect. Sort of. He fired the first shot, basically. Peak, the evil ocean water fight is absolutely amazing. He is defeated in such an intelligent way, as well as being big fight and ending in the Boros reveal. Fangirl Satori beats Haros. Peak, but I don't know if it's under or if it's over or under part 3. I'd say it's great to peak. Episode 9 hit hard. Consistent peak. Yeah, this might be my favorite episode of them all, actually. Would you say it's like the purple tier, though? Like the top one? Probably not, though, right? Because the purple one is like Ultra Instinct Goku reveal, or like Gojo versus Sukuna, like that level of hype. So probably not there yet, but peak What If from what I'm hearing. Have you checked out Magi yet? I have not, I'm sorry, I just don't have that much time. I'm currently reading a book, not reading mangas. Satori, are you a fangirl or a fanboy? Depends. on who I'm fanboying or fangirling over. Episode 9 should be peak What If. No, sorry, no. That's fine. Purple had hit the moon fight and the free-for-all in the forest. Yeah, it's not purple tier. Yep. I do wonder if anything will be there. Bro reads books, imagine. Are you a fanboy? No, I'm not. Purple is for the moon fight in the forest. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I'm hearing great for the most part. Hello, Kaiser. Kaiser. Okay, so episode 9, above or below part 3? Peak, it hit hard, but still isn't purple. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, my keyboard is glitching out really badly. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Above episode 3 or below episode 3? Oh my god, my keyboard is so laggy. I don't know what's going on. Reading books is goated. Yeah, it is. I love reading books. Okay, personally, I would have it above episode 3. Just like my personal take. Because I love it. It might be my favorite part so far. Definitely my favorite from season 1. There will probably be parts that I like more than part 9, but like so far I think that's my peak. Hey, did we do a poll and if it's peak or great? I mean, I didn't do it, but like everybody kept saying it was peak, and there was only like 2 people who said it was great. Why is my internet is going bad? Okay, my internet is bad right now because it's for the second time it like glitched out and I thought the stream was gonna crash. There's a bunch of snow, so maybe that's why. Technical issues strike again. Yeah. Purple is Boros Cosmic Punch, fake fiction. We'll see. What is your dream job? YouTuber. If I could, I would do that for a living. What if Glass is called Flash for help instead of Genos? He just called any S-Class hero. He just called any hero in the area, really. Because it's just a general distress signal. At least, like, the way I interpreted it. 27 votes and above episode 3 is winning. It makes me happy. It really does. Final, like, 10 seconds to vote. You could still put it below episode 3 if you wanted to, so... Like, there's almost 40 people in chat, almost 30 have voted, so... You can still change it if you want to. Hope you can find the time to investigate Magi. Well, I will check it out later, but, like, it's gonna take time, that's the thing. It always is the case with me, like, it takes a long time for me to check out something new. It's like, it's not personal or anything, it's just, like, all the time. Will Firestorm Phoenix Man versus Boros be purple? It's for you to decide. Alright, I think it's been going for long enough, so above episode 3 is winning by a decent margin, because it's like 60 to 40%. So I think we can end the poll. So yeah, episode 9, peak What If, the peak is so far. I'd love to see it. I love episode 9. Yo, my stream on my phone has just completely crashed. Like, my phone just does not see chat anymore. Only my computer does. Sinbad is one of the beast characters from manga. Oh, there we go, it caught up. I haven't seen him. I'm sorry, black screen again. Okay, so then episode 10. So what happens here is we get the Hero Association discussing what to do with Boros, and Tatsumaki's like whole confliction of like he helped me and my sister and saved us all, but then he also like he gave me PTSD earlier, so like, and he killed many people, so like the whole inner conflict with her wanting to go figure out what's up, and then several heroes standing up for Boros as well because they want to see what's going on here. And then we also have Phoenix Man versus Atomic Samurai, Bang and Bomb, like the start of that whole beef, where at first they just chop up and just humiliate resurrected Phoenix Man, but then he goes into Brilliant Eagle, and then the fight becomes actually a bit closer. And then they do like the Roaring Aura Skyripping Fist and whatnot. Like Phoenix Man stalls them for a bit, then goes meets up with Garo, goes to like the forest. That's like the setup for the forest battle. And it ends with Tatsumaki arriving to talk to Boros, but it's not there yet. Like we don't get to the conversation until the next part. Wish the author didn't rush the ending of Magi. That's the thing with a lot of manga. Like a lot of them get a rushed ending. My board's exam is close and I'm making freaky comments on Satoru's stream. Episode 10, good. Heroes aren't sure how to feel. Tatsumaki is angry. Also Phoenix Man being killed by Atomic and Bang right now and then just coming back was cool. What if Boros was betrayed and trapped inside Ametsu Tokurushimi? Tatsumaki, he's cool. What, he flipped the continent? Yeah, sort of. Can compete with anime. Oh, wow. Great, top of grade. Phoenix Man transformation to Brilliant Eagle was peak. Dude, I played like the Stern Ritter theme for that and everything. And I also told you talking about people when the referee is rude. Yeah. The Hero Association in episode 9 after seeing that Boros is a monster. We should do something. Should we do something? Episode 10 is good. Yeah, we can do a poll. So what I'm seeing for the most part is it's between great and good, right? Great or good? Great or good? Poll has started. Something I'm kind of sad in this. What if you never gave Phoenix Man any of his canon abilities? I mean, honestly, the body shape, like the shape-shifting stuff with like him turning into penguins, I do not like that personally. And then for the dimension space, I really don't see how that's useful either. Because like it doesn't actually change the fight at all. Like it just gives time to talk. And if you have a strong enough will, you can just break out anyway. So like, I don't know. Like everything post redraw with Phoenix Man, I'm very iffy about actually. I think the redraw was a substantial downgrade. I'd say it's peak just because of Phoenix Man. Satri, what do you think is Boros' favorite type of battle? Good one-on-one, good brawl, good battle royale. Like he finds everything good. He loves every battle. As long as the opponents are strong. Oh, it's like a 50-50 between great and good right now. But only half the people have voted, so I suggest you should probably vote. I suggest you adding Dank Memer to the Discord server. I don't know what that means. A tough one, of course. But they didn't even give Phoenix Man his fire and speed form, which was in the original before the redraw. Yeah, honestly, I kind of like just forgot for the most part. So yeah, sorry about that one. What is dank meme, or is that like a username or role? What is that? Let's get you to becoming a professional YouTuber. Watch and like, guys. Thanks. It's a cool Discord bot that makes funny memes and jokes. We'll see. I would need an example of what it is. What's better, Orochi or Phoenix Man redraw? Orochi's takes away the cool fight, but at least we get some cool stuff in exchange, like the lore and whatnot. With Phoenix Man, I just think it was a downgrade in every conceivable way, except Child Emperor gets a bit of character development. That's like the one thing the redraw I think improves upon. But in general, I really think it's more of a downgrade compared to Orochi's. Will we have the episode 2 remake? Yep, we will. Okay, Great has won, but not by a lot, but it's like 60 to 40 pretty much, so we can end it. So it goes in Great, but where in Great? That's the next question. Above part 7 or above part 5 or at the bottom? Also, I'm realizing we're not even halfway done and it's already an hour and a half here. We might have to hurry things along a little bit. The redraws are like, damn it, we made them too cool, make them gay and lame. Make them lame is, yeah, they definitely make it lame. Who's your favorite one-off monster? It might be like the giant three-headed turtle from the one bonus chapter. Or the big lizard that Big God eats, because I am just a sucker for reptiles in general. Ever since I was a kid, I just liked reptiles like snakes, lizards, and whatnot. Do you think Minecraft power scaling is overrated or underrated? It depends. I think it might be slightly overrated. Would Phoenix Man's fire form protect him from the Sunblade? Probably not. The Sunblade should be hotter. Because the fire form was still, like, not instantly melting Brave Giant. Actually like Phoenix Man redraw fight. Yeah, it's less epic, but I'm guessing Murata didn't want it to scale too big, too fast. That's why he made it more grounded. I mean, sure, but like the penguin. Like, come on. Like, come on. Got an exam tomorrow, do got to go, but have a good one. Yeah, good exam, hamster. Have a good exam. Good luck to you on that. Is Boros a one-off monster? I mean, technically. What's the worst power creep in One Punch Man? Probably the ninjas, like getting 2 one-shot tiers stronger over the course of like a chapter. It's kind of bad. Do you think Naruto power scaling is confusing? Yes, I do think so, especially speed. The Great Food Tub? Yeah, that one. I like him. Okay, above part 7 is winning. And like by quite a bit too, so I think we can end it. So part 10 actually goes to the top of Great now. Episode 11, I'll try to move along a little bit quicker and answer a little less questions from chat, because we're gonna be here a very long time if I don't. Also, like, Phoenix Man redraws giving him character. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I wish they mixed the character with the fight, because that's like the biggest thing. It's like every single redraw is like, okay, they give slightly more character maybe, but they just ruin everything else. Okay, episode 11, also one of my all-time favorites. It's the entire therapy session between Tatsumaki and Boros. It's just them talking, no interruptions. It's just those two, and just having a heart-to-heart. I just love it. Like the whole talk is just, I don't know, I love it. I really like this one. I'm curious what you guys think about it. 11 is great. Alright. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Vanilla with strawberries and chocolate. Yes, all in one. They mix it well, but I sadly never find that anymore. I think Boros collapsing star is large star level. Yeah, I would agree. It can be scaled there. Boros being real was a nice change of pace. What if Deku was in One Punch Man? What rank would he be? Very high, just because of his charisma. Peak, it's peak. Good. The Convo is peak, but now there isn't anything else to forget about. And now there isn't anything else to forget about. Yeah, I would agree. It's just like a focused conversation. 11, peak what if, and I do like that you make sure to clear that Boros will probably go to hell if he dies for his sins over killing any good deeds. Yeah. It's like, of course, he's committed countless genocides, like he's not being forgiven. But like he has a chance to at least redeem himself a bit, and if he takes that chance, then Tatsumaki is willing to like help him make the change. So like, yeah, I love the way this was done. E11 has entered the facility. Great. Honestly, it was good, but I'm not used to anime dialogue, so good. You don't mind me asking power scaling questions? Maybe next time, because currently I would really like to get through these now. Because we've been here for like an hour and a half and we're not even halfway done. Like, this is the halfway point, episode 11. Also, I guess episode 11 is probably the start of the Boros 6 Tatsumaki ship in your community. Yeah. Who's the best woman character in One Punch Man and Boruto? Or Naruto? In One Punch Man, Tatsumaki, I think. Like 100%. Naruto? Granny Chiyo. Granny Chiyo's goated. Nobody's beating Granny Chiyo. You could say Boros multi-Alex. Yeah. If you want to scale him to Saitama, you could. Okay, so episode 11. So from what I heard, it ranges from peak what if to great to good. So we are doing that. Where do you guys put episode 11? Why is part 11 and not good? I just keep placing every single part in not good when we're talking about it, just so it's like separated from the others, so we know what we're talking about. I can probably just do like there are good current talking point, because I don't think anyone's gonna really put anything in the not good tier from what I'm getting. So yeah, the current talking point is episode 11. But 11 not good to punish the Boros Tatsumaki shippers? Nah. The sacrifice is not worth it. And Naruto Tsunade is the greatest. No, glad. Come on. I agree with Tsunade being a good pick for the greatest, but not for the reason you gave. What if Goku removed his limiter? I don't know. The story would be more boring. Episode 11 has great character development, so it speak to me. Although it didn't have much more, I enjoyed it a lot. Episode 11 is good, but sadly peak for Boros Tatsumaki shippers. Okay, peak what if is winning, and by quite a lot too. And the majority of people have voted already. So I think I'll end the poll. So yeah, episode 11 goes to peak what if. I'm so happy about this one because I love it. I love it. So now where do you guys think? Above or below? Oh, I started a poll on accident again. With empty poll. I get the feeling it's gonna be at the bottom of peak what if, but I'll still do a poll for it. Above part 9. Above part 3. Bottom of peak what if. No, episode 1 is the worst and it's just good enough, not even bad. Yeah. I would say so. If you applied the limiter to Goku, then he probably would have broken 1,000 times over. Absolutely, yes. You underestimate the shippers. No one will make a story where the protagonist is already the strongest from episode 1, as good as One Punch Man. Yeah, probably not. Do you think Boros has 4D power? Only if you scale him to Saitama and you think Saitama has 4D power. Only in that case. It depends on how far you want to go with the scaling. Okay, a bottom of peak what if is winning by a landslide, and it's already got the majority people voting, so yeah. So yep, 11 is bottom of peak what if, but I'm happy it's here. I love it. Episode 12, current talking point. So this one is kind of more the setup for the forest battle, where Goketsu and the ninjas have teamed up, and then they meet Phoenix Man and Garo in the forest, and they squabble. Garo refuses to cooperate. Even though Phoenix Man wants to cooperate with them, Garo just refuses. So a fight breaks out, and Goketsu just humiliates Garo with like Dragon Ball Z dominant themes playing in the background and whatnot. And then at the same time, Phoenix Man fights Hellfire and Gale for a bit. And then the main highlight is like Goketsu versus Garo, and like Goketsu sunning Garo very hard. And then at the end, Bang Bomb and Atomic Samurai arrive, as well as the Council of Swordsmen. And then that goes on. So like in the next part, but like they arrive, Bang and Goketsu meet for the first time. They talk a bit. Goketsu's like, "Oh, I know you. You know, I want to beat you. Go. Shut up." Bang. Bang is like, "Okay, I know you now. I recognize you. I wanted to take you into my dojo once, but not anymore. Like you're a monster now. I'm gonna kill you." All that good stuff. All that good stuff. Episode 12 is Greater Peak. Is it just me or is Satoru silent for quite a while now? What? Please tell me you can hear me. What? Do you mean silent in like volume or like you can't hear me at all? Because like don't give me PTSD, please. I don't need any more mic cuts. I predict that Metalbat will die in part 8. We'll see. I think it's good. Episode 12 is great. Whenever I see Garo versus Goketsu, I just imagine Goketsu giving Garo a swirly. On par with episode 10. I'm a simple man. I see Garo dunked on. I'm happy. Yeah. It's just you. We can hear you. Okay, thank goodness. Episode 12, great in all capital letters. I like Garo's small battle and get very beat up. I do like the setup. Episode 12 and 13 is like 2 parts were split because one episode would have been too long. Yeah. Okay, everybody can hear me. Thanks. Now I'm just messing with you. Okay. Epic Gladiator, you're really asking to be muted right now. You're triggering my Vietnam War flashbacks. Is great at all. Have you read the webcomic of One Punch Man? Not fully, but I have read parts of it. Okay, so what I'm hearing is great for the most part, right? Like everybody just keeps putting in great. Or good, great or good. I'll do a poll for that one. Episode 12. Great or good. Real quick, let's do this, and then I'm gonna do like where exactly it ranks. I have read parts of the webcomic, just not all of it. Great tier. Do you think Cosmic Haru can go copy Black S? Probably he should be able to. Okay, great is dominating completely. I think we can just move on to where it's gonna go. So where does it go in great? Episode 12. Above part 10, above part 7. Above part 5 or below part 5. Below part 7. This thumbnail is peak YouTube. Yes, yes, it is. I love it. I love the thumbnail. Please have Saitama get defeated in your series, please. We shall see. You might be happy with some of the newer stuff that comes from it. I'm not going to spoil it though. I know like the biggest thing. I know the very biggest thing that everyone's been talking about. But that happened after a little bit ago. Boros versus Omni-Man. I haven't seen Omni-Man. Or like the Invincible show. What Christmas special? Oh yeah, I forgot the Christmas special. We can add that in another stream. Whenever we do like another ranking, like continuing this one but with extra new parts. Okay, above part 10 is winning by a lot, but only half the people have voted, so I would suggest you still can vote. Isn't Saitama's whole thing that he can be beaten? Depends on how you look at it, but I personally don't think so. Okay, there aren't any new votes coming in, and above part 10 is winning by quite a bit, so I think I shall end it. Omni-Man is much faster, but Boros overpowers badly. Yeah, that's kind of what I get from like what I know. What's your favorite monologue from any character? The cycle of hatred from pain. No contest. The cycle of hatred from pain. Never even watched the Christmas special, sorry. You didn't miss all that much. But yeah. It's a cool one. It's a cool, like, fun little departure. But episode 12 goes at the top of great now. Episode 13, this one I also had a ton of fun with, so... This is like the big forest battle. And it has like multiple different smaller battles going on. So there's Bomb versus Hellfire, Hellfire, Gale, and Sonic. So there is Bomb versus the three ninjas. Then there's Garo versus Bang versus Goketsu. At first it's just Goketsu versus Bang. And then Garo jumps in a spiral form and joins the battle, and it's a free-for-all with 3 of them now. Then there's also... Haragiri, like, decapitating 2 of the Council of Swordsmen members, and then Nichiren fights him, and it's like a short bit, but it's still pretty fun. And Nichiren in the end, like, kills him, but gets stabbed through the heart in the process, and then dies after giving the Sunblade to Atomic Samurai. There's Atomic Samurai versus Phoenix Man as well. There's the Sunblade sequence, where Atomic Samurai pulls the Sunblade out, and then just completely vaporizes Phoenix Man into ashes. Or like burns him into ashes. That whole scene with like the distorted voice, the Yamamoto theme and clips as well from Bleach. Then there is Garo's whole like sequence with him like getting the spiral form. There's like the whole thing with Saitama briefly coming in with Rover. And then he one-shot Sonic and just launches Garo and Sonic into space for over a year until season 2 came out. And then, of course, there's the massive, the big one, the reveal of Firestorm Phoenix Man, where he comes down from the heavens basically like a god with like a 3-minute introductory sequence where it's just like this huge thing. So where does it go? Episode 13, Above Peak. My favorite monologue is of Merge Zamasu from DBS. That's also good. Episode 13, Peak, especially with the cliffhanger. Peak What If, all the fights are amazing and have characters in them. The Sunblade scene was amazing. Phoenix Man's Flame Resurrection was also peak. Yes, sir, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts as well. It's on par with part 9. Or like, maybe not quite there, but like very close. Episode 13, absolutely amazing. Firestorm, Phoenix Man, and Sunblade scenes makes this absolute cinema. To be honest, while I liked it, I think the forest battle dragged out a bit to the point that in the end I was glad it finished. That's also fair. Purple tier. Do you think God has dark, light, and divine powers? He has like light powers from what we know so far. I don't want to stay around anyway. Stinks like burnt chicken. Speak at least, speak. Peak. Okay, Epic Gladiator, I'm gonna have to mute you now, like seriously. Like, I'm gonna have to mute you. What's your opinion on the recent redraws? I like that they're happening because I did not like what was going on before, if I'm gonna be honest. I have to go now, bye. Goodbye, Marcus. Good luck. Firestorm Phoenix Man but was peak, but I'm sorry, no way he's stronger than Tots right off the bat. He just got an insanely large boost, where it's like he was burned to ashes and like came back an entirely different person. Can imagine an epic version of a villain theme playing when Phoenix Man's resurrection is happening. It's like the rumbling theme from Attack on Titan. Where it's like this apocalypse happening. That therapy episode was pretty nice. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. The Monster Reborn, a Flaming God, Phoenix Man. Alright, so let's see then. Episode 13. So somebody did say purple tier, so I'm adding that as an option, but I think the peak what if tier will win. Peak what if tier, or great. And then good. Add good as an option, even though I don't think most people will vote that. A scene reminds me of Phoenix Man's resurrection after his Aizen's transformation after Gin kills him. Yeah, I can see the resemblance. Epic Gladiator is gone, now I'm free. Cinematic reveal like he was the final boss, got a second phase. Yep. Firestorm Phoenix Man versus Monster Garo would be an incredible fight. Yeah, that would be a very good one. I forgot what episode 13 was about. It's the big forest battle where it's like Bang versus Goketsu versus Garo. Then there's Phoenix Man versus Atomic Samurai, the Sunblade scene, the introduction of Firestorm Phoenix Man, all that good stuff. I ship Satori and Boros together. I'm not gonna lie, episode 14 is over episode 15. That's a fair take, I would say. Eternal Flame. Okay, peak what if tier just dominated completely, so yeah. So episode 13 goes in peak what if, but where in peak what if? Episode 13. Above episode 9, above episode 3. Above episode 11. And then bottom of peak what if. So yeah, start that poll and see where it goes. Who do you think is stronger, Cosmic Phoenix Man or Cosmic Fear Garo? At his peak, Cosmic Fear Garo. Above episode 9, oh wow. Oh dang. Personally, I've got 9 above, but like, yeah, I can see the point. Yeah, above episode 9 is crushing it. Like, you think this one is your favorite from everybody, from every... I'm struggling to speak now. It's been 2 hours. This one is your favorite from everything that's come before. It's kind of funny as well, because it's got nothing to do with Boros. Like, this part specifically. Would you make a fan animation about your what if or not? There is already a fan animation ready to go for a certain episode. You didn't hear nothing. You didn't hear nothing. What if Boros fought Cosmic Garo alone? You mean Cosmic Phoenix Man? He would have gotten crushed. If he was just alone, he would have died. You absolutely cook with episode 13. Thanks. How strong is the series? Boros, isn't he stronger than Canon? He's way stronger than Canon, but there's... I don't want to give, like, spoilery, like... I want the series power scaling to speak for itself, basically. Have you heard of Get an Emperor before? I have not. One Punch Man versus Sauron's ring corruption. I'd have to look into the Lord of the Rings. ASMR for that quick second was crazy. Guys, should I start an ASMR channel? I think you would like an ASMR channel. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, above episode 9 won by quite a landslide. So yeah, episode 13, top of peak what if. Who would have guessed? Everyone on the Discord, please go vote for Watchdog Man video. Only 45 minutes left. 45 minutes on what exactly? Until you have to go or what? Yeah, start an ASMR channel. The funny thing is, I actually have been in a couple ASMR videos on other channels. On one other channel, specifically. Yeah, let's get him rooting against Cosmic Garo alone. Let's get him to win. First Mars was destroyed, now Tots versus Boros will destroy Saturn. Who knows, we'll see. Now, part 14 as the current talking point. Why am I getting so many messages? Okay. Okay, so, part 14. The big fight between Phoenix Man, Firestorm Phoenix Man, and Boros. So, first of all, it starts with Phoenix Man just completely, displaying complete superiority over the heroes on the ground, Bang Bomb, and all those people. Then Tatsumaki comes in. Or Boros and Tatsumaki both come in. Tatsumaki tries to fight him, but gets pretty badly defeated. Boros has to step in. And then from there, it's like an hour-long beatdown. Like, it's just a slaughter fest. I will say, I think the setup drags on a bit too long, and the fight itself could have also been shorter, for sure. Like, it drags. This episode drags, I will admit. The pacing isn't very good. But in terms of what happens, like, Boros just killing him over and over again, just bullying him mentally. Then Phoenix Man's crash out with him, like, going to destroy the planet, the big death ball scene. Boros punching through that, punching him to the moon. And then, of course, at the very end, God comes in, gives Phoenix Man God powers. We get the birth of Cosmic Fear Phoenix Man, or Cosmic Flame Phoenix Man. So yeah, the big scene at the end, with Blast also arriving, setting up episode 15. The finale of episode 1. The last two are purple, nothing else but purple. Episode 14 got repetitive to me at some points, but still very good. But I'd put it in great. Yeah, that's fair. All of them are peak, purple, peak not purple. Freaking love this. Fight dragged on for too long. Yeah. Peak. Have you seen Gurren Lagann? I haven't. Okay, let's see. Episode 14. Purple, peak, what if, or great. Those were the options that have been expressed. It's peak, but it was too long. Yeah, that's the biggest thing that drags it down. Episode 14 also peak. Boros beating Phoenix Man so he can keep growing. Phoenix Man just completely broke mentally after Boros' speech. And you had an understandable limit to Phoenix Man's ability. Yeah, thank you. Boros really out here bullying people so they can get stronger. 14's good. I don't know if Todd's getting ratioed fits as well, since she already got clowned on by Boros in the Ocean Water. Granted, she's on her training arc now, but seems sudden. Yeah, I do admit that. I probably should have had it been closer at first. This is tied with 13 for me. Reminds me of the episode where Pigga dies. Welcome back, Chandler. It's fun. I especially like that Phoenix Man just reaches his limiter. Purple, but I still think it's purple, but I still think it's fine if it's peak. I'm back. Yeah, hello. Purple. Firestorm Phoenix Man versus Boros have like the disrespect of Frieza versus Vegeta. Yeah. The villain losing their mind of Aizen versus Danga Ichigo. Similar to Doomsday. Okay, peak what if is... The purple tier is getting a lot of votes, I'm not gonna lie. The purple tier is getting quite a few votes. But yeah, so far, like, everybody remaining would have to vote for purple to win over peak what if. But there's still time. There's like 10 people who haven't voted yet, so you can still go vote. Did an audition for Pigod's voice in both your server and DMs. I'll check it out after the stream if that's alright. I did start feeling bad for Phoenix Man in the middle of the fight. Yeah. That's kind of the point. It's like, I'm on vacation. Oh no, he's back. The timeout faded. Not Saturn, we should destroy Uranus. Take your time, thanks. Tomorrow I'm going to be showing you my God voice. I think you will enjoy it a lot. Oh, that's good. I'm excited to see it. So yeah, peak what if has kind of won. So I think we can end the poll. But purple did come surprisingly close. Phoenix Man Protection Squad from Boros. I'm sad Mars was blown up. It's my favorite planet. I'll just say there's a trend going on in this series from now on. From episode 1 onward. Alright, so I think we can end it now. So peak what if did win with over 50% of the votes, but it was close. At the Gladiator, you're not muted again. It was for 10 minutes, but if you do something weird like this again, I will mute you for way longer. Okay, so now where does it go in peak what if? So part 14. Above part 13. Above part 9. Above part 3. Okay, I can't add like more than this. I can only add 4 options at most. Phoenix Man fans in episode 14, stop it, he's already dead. Yeah. Can Boros shoot lasers? Yeah, he can. Like the energy blast and whatnot. Elon Musk will be really mad at Boros and Saitama. What if Boros was reborn with all his memories and powers, but it's in the what if Boros turned good continuity? What if Boros was betrayed and trapped in the Hametsu to Kurushimi for 1,000 years? Okay, above part 13 and above part 9 are neck and neck right now, and only half of you guys have voted, so I would suggest voting. Above part 13 is pretty... it's kind of not firmly. It's like 40 to 30% right now, with the other two having 15%, like the other options. So like you could still change it. There's 10 people who still haven't voted. 12. Phoenix Man crashing out and trying to destroy the planet is like TFS version of Vegeta's Final Flash. Similar, but kind of more serious than TFS. It's like the original version of the Vegeta versus Goku. What if Boros actually blows up the Earth? How much stronger is Boros in this what if? I'll let the what if speak for itself. I will say just in Season 1, there's already a statement for released Boros being above Meteoric Burst Boros from the original. At the time he fights Phoenix Man. Because he was training the whole time. I think it's below part 9. Yeah, personally I still have part 9 as my favorite of the Season 1 episodes. But I definitely see the arguments. Part 15 is purple. We'll get to part 15. Okay, there's like still 10 people who haven't voted, and the results are like super close between 13 and 9. Like the two options. Like guys, you can vote. I would like the edge to be a little more definitive than this. Because right now, just a couple of votes and it would be like even. He did sort of match Serious Saitama in the God fight with the finishing move. Like, he can match one serious punch. If he expels all his energy. He made him hundreds of times stronger? Yeah. It's just he was training like the whole time. Unicron is the personification of destruction. Getter is the personification of evolution. Boros, when he realizes Phoenix Man has enough power to destroy the Earth. Oh look, he named it. Oh shit. Perfect Cell reference from TFS. Man of Culture. Alright, so part 14 is definitely winning now. Above part 13. So yeah, we can end the poll now. Which number episode does Pig God die in? It was... Wait, which one was it actually? It's like an ending post-credit scene. It's not episode 4, and it's not... I think it's like... 2? Or... No, 2 is when Puri dies. 4 is where Tanked Up Master and Pig God die. Okay, so part 14 moves to the top of Peak What If now. Now, part 15, the big one. What are we thinking? The battle on the moon. Boros and Blast versus Cosmic Phoenix Man. Then we have Cosmic Phoenix Man. We have the first use of Meteoric Burst in the entire series. We have the Hypernova destroying Boros and sending his eyeball shooting into the earth. We have Blast and his comrades fighting off Phoenix Man for a while. We have Saitama joining the battle. We have Boros and Tatsumaki and Fubuki quickly struggling to, like, stitch together some way for Boros to maintain Meteoric Burst for longer and, like, keep fighting. Then we have Phoenix Man, or God Phoenix Man, sending Saitama away via a hyperspace gate. We have Boros coming back. We have then one of Blast's comrades bringing Saitama back at the end. The big, like, serious punch, collapsing star roaring fist combination that finally finishes off Phoenix Man. We have the talk at the end of the fight with Phoenix Man getting another chance from Boros. Just in the same regard, in the same exact way that Saitama granted mercy to Boros, Boros now extends the mercy to Phoenix Man. Then we have also the meeting with the S-Class. We have Goketsu getting adopted by Boros. We have finally everybody realizing how strong Saitama is, and we end on the cliffhanger that Boros and Saitama are about to have a rematch, ending in the exact place that we began the What If. God, that was a long intro. No, part 5 wasn't Pig God die? Was it? Maybe. Purple, to be honest. Part 15 is peak, maybe even purple, but still peak for me, but at the top. Working on a script for one right now while listening to the stream. Oh. Good luck with the script. Purple. Episode 15, purple tier. All the battles were amazing. The One Punch Man theme playing, then you say Run playing too. That final war of Saitama attack was peak. You did nothing but cook with this. Yeah, thank you. If this gets purple, I don't know $20. Oh dang, there's stakes involved now. Okay, episode 15. Purple tier or peak what if tier? It is for you to decide. The poll has been started. I imagine all 30 of you voting this time, please. Peak or purple? Amazing series for What If Doji Turned Good. What if Yuji and Todo were actual brother? Oh, like for Eternal Flame question, okay. I really wish the theme of forgiveness is kept through the series. It's great. We'll see how it goes. There is one character, though, that is not receiving forgiveness. There is one that absolutely cannot be forgiven. How many seasons do you think it is going to take to complete the whole Monster Association arc, including the Saitama vs. Gaara fight? Probably like up to season 4 or 5. Not quite my favorite, but it's purple to me. 2 purple, God chilling and realizing Platinum-S is gonna take care of everything for him. Interested in how Boros will reconcile with his species. I'm voting purple so Satori gets money. Oh, purple tier has got 88%. Oh, goodness. I can't forgive Plat. He ate Big God. Why are you betting money? I'm not betting money. Somebody else did. Kryptonian Gamer said he's like donating. If this gets purple. Who dares to ruin 100% purple? Platinum-S needs to die. Yeah. My goat Plat ate Puri Puri prisoner. He 100% is getting forgiveness. He bribed chat. Alright, so episode 15 goes in the purple tier. That's nice. That's nice to see. I'm glad it affected you that way. I'm really glad it did. I'm really happy just in general with the series that it exists. Plaid being forgiven and proposes to Boros. Empty void when he sees the moon fight. Is that me? Is that me stronger than me? I'll fucking kill me. Yeah. We need to try to get a full 100% once in the stream. Alright, so part 15 has been decided. Now, the final episode of Season 1 before we move on to Season 2. Episode 2 Remake. So this is when, way back when... Hold on, Kryptonite Gamer just donated 20, actually. I bribed chat in all capital letters. Thank you very much. 20 pounds. King should take care of Platinum-S, seeing how he was strong enough to beat Boros and an unnamed god-level threat. He might. We'll see. We'll see if Platinum-S can avoid him. But yeah, thank you very much, Kryptonite Gamer. It makes me more hype than some real anime. Purple tier, purple. Episode 2 Remake is great. Remake purple is fight. Remake is purple fight. It's peak. Double the crypto, you and me are funding season 2 for real, for real. Yeah, just this stream is like already €60. Like, that's big. Episode 2 Remake is purple. Okay, so episode 2 Remake. So what happens is like episode 2, the original, but just with better editing, better voices, and so on. And then, okay, so Boros bullies a couple of the cadres, then he fights Orochi, bullies him, but then Orochi, in like a desperate, like sort of attempt to live, survive, his adaptive nature just like erupts, and he becomes like this mass of like goo and destruction. And a lot of inspiration was taken from Tokyo Ghoul for this one. As you could probably tell by the imagery if you've read Tokyo Ghoul and you saw the episode. And yeah, the whole fight with Boros being pushed to the ropes. With Boros almost losing that one. Going down into like deep into into Orochi's guts and whatnot. The big voice sequence with like the Orochi monologue. All that good stuff. Episode 2 Remake is purple. It gave us Peak Orochi. The real Monster King. Now the best with the pacing, but way cooler than the original. Between 9 and 3. Are you going to introduce Empty Void into the series? Not at this point. I'm trying to help too. I donated $18 already. Yeah, I painted this also helped a lot. Episode 2 remaster is peak. You really cook, but it's pretty much a DLC of an earlier fight in the game. Yeah. Why can't I start a poll? It's not letting... Oh, right, I haven't stopped the previous one. Yeah. Episode 15 got purple tier. So... Episode 2 remake. So I'm hearing purple tier. I'm hearing peak. And then I'll add grade 2 as an option. This stream, Satri is getting more hourly payment than most jobs. True that. But I only stream every so often, so like it's not like a full wage. I know in my heart Sage Centipede will be forgiven. He will not be. The second diss track is coming. Satri gave us the Orochi we needed. Good job up into this. Not excluding your services to what if Boros turned good. Cause soldier. Top of grade. There should be an option between grade and peak what if. Maybe? But like what would go there then? YouTube only gives Satri a few of the donos dollars. Not a few, like the vast majority of it. Diss track 2 goes in purple tier. Dude, the diss track 2 is so much more savage than the original. Savage, like, the Discord... The diss track 1 was for the memes. This one's for the coffin. Will another rap for Hades be coming? Maybe, we'll see. Peak what if Orochi versus Demon King Piccolo? Depends on if you want to lowball or highball Dragon Ball, I guess. But this Orochi was on par with the released Boros in stats. So like, make of that what you will. I thought they'd take a 30% cut. So far it says like 60 euro in revenue from like this. So like, you can maybe do the math. Okay, so Peak What If has 1. Episode 2 remake is in Peak What If. Now where in Peak What If? Peak What If is kind of getting crowded, holy. Is Elder Centipede still alive? He is not. The poor guy died. Okay, so I don't think it's gonna surpass episode 14, so I'll say above 13, above 9, above 11, and bottom of the tier. There's only 4 options I can do, so sorry about that. Above 13 is winning. Oh dang. Every time Sage is mentioned, it's another time for Satri to clown on him. Yes, sir. Has hit Satri. Another diss track. Oh, sorry. It's not hit yet, but it will hit it. Video dev. 14-hour stream. Glazing Pig God and why he defeats the Sage Clown Centipede. Sage the Clown Centipede. We'll see how it goes. Maybe during the summer. Peak what if Orochi can move into the Saiyan Saga characters? Perhaps. Can Satri put Speed Clown Sage? Redemption for Orochi. Okay, half the people have voted and it's very close, between above 13 and above 9. So I would like an opinion. I like the Hades rap. It was good in my opinion. I'm gonna assume that was a typo in the comments. But yeah, thanks. I enjoyed making it. I think the first verse is definitely the weakest point. Like, I'd have to remake that one specifically. But the second verse I do kind of like. Okay, above 9 and erupted into the front now. One of the first instances where like one option was winning, but then another hopped in. So above episode 9, above the whole Tatsumaki Boros reveal, above like all of that, above the emotional scene. Worst mistype of the stream so far. Yeah. Could One Punch Man God beat Saiyan Saga? Absolutely. Alright, so above 9 seems to be winning. So we can end the poll. So above episode 9 for the remake. Alright. I can dig it. Now moving on to season 2 for the first time. So what if Boros Turned Good season 2 episode 1? The rematch between Saitama and Boros, where they fight on Earth at first, all the S-Class get humbled, then they go to Mars. Mars gets humbled and then destroyed into dust. And then we have the fight continuing, you know, all the rematch stuff. And then afterwards we have Saitama's training arc being set up, as she talks with Blast, you know, what to do. And with Boros as well. Blast offers to go to, like, train with him. Tatsumaki and Boros have their goodbye. Get some setup with Dr. Genus as well. Or no, Dr. Genus is later, though. Dr. Genus is episode 2. But yeah, we get reintroduced to Phoenix Man. All that stuff. Peak Great Purple. Peak Purple. Does Boros scale to Super Saiyan 2 Goku? That's a harder argument to make. That typo is crazy. If you think about it, Garo went from one section of Sage level to one-shotting 3,333 sections, so arguably he got 25,000 times stronger. So Orochi's adaptation rivaling Boros makes sense. Perhaps. When's the next episode coming? Probably next weekend. Season 2, episode 1, it was great. Having VAs appear was good. It also makes it special. Also, a Phoenix Man just chilling around. Peak, but I won't say it's purple. Purple is not to be given lightly. Yeah, exactly. It's like purple is meant to be like the big one. Episode 1 of season 2. Peak, what if? And then, of course, is the great tier. And the good will add good too. Yeah, this one's having, like, voice actors. Also, Garo and Sonic finally dropping down from space. We need to chill the Peak. Peak is getting too full. Peak too great for me. Garo is boring. In general, or in the what if? That's a question I do have. Peak is getting bloated. Yeah, it kind of is. I see season 2 episode 1 is top of purple off the thumbnail. Says the artist of the thumbnail. Joke. Yeah. Garo is boring? What do you mean? Okay, great is winning. Oh, the internet again. Come on, no. Okay, yeah, Great is winning by a lot, so I think we can end it now. So episode 1 of season 2 goes in Great. But where in Great? Let me just set up the poll. Top of Great. About episode 10. About episode 7. Okay, it doesn't give me more options than this, so I'm gonna have to roll with it. It's top of Great. I wonder if the multiple star statement from solar system in the Dragon Ball Z guidebook was actually celestial bodies. It should be retranslated, probably. Peak is full because this what if itself is peak. Yeah, thanks. Lowest peak, what if to high great tier, because it's getting back to, because it's getting too packed, I don't know. I mean, Garo's arc in this what if is boring so far. Yeah, I can imagine. No fight with Garo has stakes except when Satri tricked me into thinking he was gonna die, but that won't happen again. He's following a very similar arc to canon, so nothing new yet. I will say yeah. I will say yes. For now. But when the episode that I teased earlier in the day in a community poll, episode 9, The Image of Evil, that's where things change. Because this Garo is not like Garo from the webcomic or the manga after that point. But for now, yes, he is that way. It should be in the mid above grade. True, I would say it's the best what if I've seen. Ah, thank you. Garo should have one last good fight, maybe with Phoenix Man or something, and then die. By the way, Satri, do you know about the insane reveal in a recent episode of Dragon Ball Daima? I do, and I don't like it, honestly. Personally, I do not like it, because it's just gonna be like a thing that never appears again, probably. It's gonna be a one-off. And I think for something that's this special, the reveal was just not it, honestly. Like, I'm gonna be honest. For something that special, I was extremely disappointed with the way they did it. Like, I'm sorry. Garo seeing he getting assist kills on the board. Okay, top of grade is winning for episode 1 of season 2, so we can put it there. Sometimes I wish some anime universes would add a restriction to how powerful characters could get, where the stronger they are, the harder it is for them to advance to the next tier of power, not easier. Yeah, that would be wise. I wonder who drew the thumbnail for Image of Evil. Yeah. I do wonder, Chandler, who did? Who did? Garo dying while standing, bringing fear to everyone, is being televised to the world. That would be peak. That would be good. It's made to sell toys and nothing else. Read the Daima thing. Yeah, I don't like the way it is. Okay, so then. Episode 2 of What If Boros Turned Good Season 2. This one is where Haros is first introduced, and I am super sorry. He was supposed to be in episode 6, actually, but unfortunately the voice actor got sick, so couldn't really put him there. He was supposed to have another scene by now, and a pretty big one too, like some major things, but like, I'm sorry, it just did not go down the way I wanted it to. He will be getting his due screen time, I will say that. So yeah, the introduction of Haros with the whole space war, the whole world building of what is happening outside of the Earth in the wake of Boros' disappearance. Then we also have the whole conversation with Genus, the limiter, Boros like vowing to surpass his own limiter, stuff like that. So those are like the biggest things that go down here. Also the introduction to the Hametsu Tokurushimi, like the dimension where Tatsumaki goes. I'm giving Season 2, Episode 2 purple solely for the death of Puri. When he says the weekend, like the next week, not like today or tomorrow, but like the next weekend. I think this what if Garo will have a different take, especially with Platinum S, the spotlight. Yeah. Imagine Garo had a similar death to Adam where he kept fighting even after his death and standing proud. That would fit him, yeah. I'm glad you pronounced my name right, Satri. Many people where I live have difficulty pronouncing it. Really? I mostly based it off like the Mr. Beast Chandler. The way people say his name. Purple, I gotta go. See, I'll try to come back later. Yeah, goodbye, Thorzammer. Good luck. Boros' peak. Purple for Haros. Purple, it's peak. The Ross face. That name is too hard. Everyone give Haros purple. He deserves it. Well, no one's saying anything else. Hold on. Let's start the poll. Remember, purple tier is like the best of the best, okay? That's like not meant to be given lightly. Okay, let's get the poll rolling. Also purple for baiting me into thinking you hyped Vlad just to kill him via side. Oh yeah, the whole... the whole little scene at the end too, with Platinum S thinking he's gonna eat Saitama and then getting one shot. I do like you explaining the impact Boros did when he was still evil. It is good. Yeah, thanks. I do think it's appropriate. Because there's gonna be a lot of stuff focusing on the past as well, so... gotta set it up a little bit. What'll be going on with Haros later on, we shall see. Boros, the numerator of the universe, was fun but not peak. I would say it's just great. Haros is an interesting OC. I don't remember that episode. It's got the best world building and has a lot of suspense. Haros deserves the best. Tatsumaki episode also needs purple. Why is purple tier winning? What? You guys actually want to put this in purple tier? Huh? Like above part 14, 13, 9, the remake? Like above the battle royale? Like actually though? The Platinum S fake out got me good. I'll say it's good since I don't remember it. Purple for world building. The end scene did scare me into thinking you had wasted a character. Really good scene. Yeah, I did troll a bit with that one. Yeah, purple. Like, I don't know, dude. What? What was it? Can someone remind me? It's Haros, like the OC getting introduced in space, like the whole space war thing. Like purple tier, peak, what if, and great all have like near equal votes. Haro's guardian and protector of the universe. That's a pretty good one. Are we going to let the peak of season 1 stand alone? No. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Chad is drunk for voting purple in this one. Okay, Great has taken the lead, but for a sec, now it's all the same. It's all exactly the same. Oh, never mind. Great has taken the lead again. Okay, I'll say Great. Three-way tie is insane. Yeah, like, why purple for this one though? Like, I get the world build, but it's not like purple material. So yeah, the majority of people have voted and Great is winning, so I will end it. But the three-way tie is like pretty insane. So I'll place it in Great. Where in Great is a question. Season 2, Episode 2. I have an agenda. This ain't even close to being the best of Season 2. Yeah. I wouldn't even say it's the best of, like, the episodes that have been out so far. Okay, so let's start the tier now. W-Satri for 8K subscribers, thank you. Haros, Vanguard of the Universe. That's a better one, yeah. What does those hearts do? I don't know, just look fun. For me, the best episode is the one where they fought that spawn of God at one point. Yeah, episode 15, like the one at the very top. People have voted for that to be in purple. Season 1 finale, Saitama would have sneezed on my boy Phoenix Man and killed him. Alright, above episode 1 of season 2 is winning by quite a bit, but only half the people have voted. My dog is getting like really restless. He's making noises now. Right, I think I'll end the poll. It's pretty clear that above episode 1 of season 2 is winning. So yeah, so Haros is now top of Great. So now episode 3. Dude, could you not? My dog is demanding attention. Okay, so episode 3. Basically, what the biggest thing here is, of course, Sonic versus Garo. Like, they're fighting in the city. The big scene where Garo gets, like, a power... Like, Sonic basically wins with, like, an exploding knife in the face, or an exploding sword. But then Garo gets, like, his rage power-up, beats him up, and then instills fear in him. And then... Oh, dude, could you please not? Can you guys hear him? Like, because he's making very annoying noises right now. Then also we have the comedy scenes with Boros building his house in the mountain. And then also, of course, poor Phoenix Man, where like Boros wants to fight him again, but then he thankfully gets saved by the fact that he can't transform anymore. And then also we have the sword battle between Boros and Atomic Samurai. Also setting up the tournament that Boros people had. I got it above episode 10. Why did it end so early? Apologies if I ended it early. Sorry. 3 speak to. Oh yeah, no, that's a peak what if for me. The series is going to end by Boros saying this was truly our what if Boros turned good, and then meteoric burst all over Cloud Centipede. Rover in the background, lol. Bro, what a tide. The poll on Discord. Oh, we'll get the poll of Discord eventually. Peak. Satri's dog versus Rover. My dog is winning. Dog tweaking in the back. Can you guys hear him? It's bottom of peak or top of grade. Never believed Sonic would kill Garo because it's just Sonic. Honestly, the fight is good for what it is. Satri's dog, low div. Come on, everyone, talk about his dog. Okay, he calmed down a little bit. He lay down now. Okay, episode 3 of season 2. So I'm hearing peak what if, and I'm hearing great. I'll add good as an option too. So what do you guys think about this one? I'll keep it on for longer. Sorry for the last one. Wait, Minecraft Boros makes it purple? Oh yeah, I used the Minecraft glyphs and all that. Oh look, Boros building his house. This was a very comedy-heavy episode. Satri's dog is above dragon. Phoenix Man did state he was still as strong as Firestorm at the end of season 1 though. Did you get on that? Yeah, I did say that at first, but like I made up my mind later that it wouldn't be good if he had that power already from the beginning. Like, just, he always has this thing that's like above Tatsumaki level. So basically I nerfed him by saying he feels that power within himself, and that's why he thought he had it. But he just can't access it. Finale should be Boros blowing up the earth and saying he's done or something. Peak would have for sure. Retcon? Yeah, sort of retcon. One of the few. If your dog needs attention, then give him. I am trying to. I'm trying to pet him. Alright, it's like tied between peak what if and great. There's 10 people who haven't voted still, so I would recommend voting. It's like legit, just exact same percentage. It's an exact tie. That's a good solution to the Phoenix Man power scaling. I thought it would be like the best. Because, like, kind of don't want another, like, Boros-like figure running around currently. Because obviously he's not quite there, but, like, he would still be, like, Canon Boros level with that 4. A tie right now? Yeah, Great has advanced to 1 spot in forward, but there's still, like, there's still several people who haven't voted. And it's way too close to end now. Like, someone else please vote on whether part 3 of season 2 should go in Greater Peak What If. We're getting a lot of ties. Yeah, Greater is leading for me. It's leading by a little bit. It's leading by 1 or 2 votes. The agenda is failing. Okay, I'll give it 10 more seconds and I'm stopping the poll then. Okay, it's like, it's 1 vote though. It's 1 vote. But the majority of people have voted. Considering I keep hearing about Platinum wanting to break Boros, I think he's gonna kill the heroes or even the little girl. Forgot her name. Tamaki. Takami, not Tamaki. Takami. Okay, I'm ending the poll now. Great has won by like a sliver. Literally by 1 single vote. So it's Great, and I'm assuming top of Great then, right? Season 2, Episode 3. Sorry. Top of grade at least. Another grade W. Please don't touch Takumi. Leave her alone. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sorry. Okay, we're close to the end now. We're really close to the end. Top of grade. Okay, top of grade is winning by a landslide so far, but only 8 people have voted. Why would Platinum S even want to break Boros if it might end up making Boros angry and killing him without mercy? We'll see, we'll see. There's a lot of stuff that's still yet to unfold. That feels weird in the context. Takumi must die, it's for the greater good. Remember everyone when he gets to episode 5, worst what if ever made, he killed the goat. Okay, top of grade is winning by like a landslide. No amount of other votes will make it any different. So now, episode 4 of season 2, the big one. So first of all, Garo fights Phoenix Man and Boros, and he reveals Boros' real body to the public, and then gets KO'd. And then in the meantime, we have Tatsumaki in literal hell, struggling to like survive. Getting blasted by like these like these god level monsters basically. And then also her meeting God and the talk they have. Now my thing with this one is it's a bit dragged out, I will definitely say that. I think it dragged out too long. But I think the atmosphere is very good in this one. So I'm curious, what do you think? Or is this gonna become Astra after this? Takumi should die, but not off screen. We need to see it, and so does someone who would get a good rage boost from it. Season 2, Episode 4, Garo fight and God yapping equals peak. Either top 3 of grade or straight up peak. Peak, my favorite. Oh, hello Yasin, welcome back. Takumi dying would make me upset, not just because it's die, but it's shitty writing him out. Why? Why though? Satoru is gonna have Takumi die in the worst way possible in front of Metal Bat. Takumi is not Metal Bat's sister though. That's like a different character. That's Zenko. Yo Yasin. Purple. Reminds me of those horrible what ifs where Pan is tortured for Gohan to power up. Yeah, I could see that. Tatsu is purple. I actually put it in purple, it's really well made, even if it drags a bit. I didn't feel it that much. Alright, well we can do it. Season 2, Episode 4, Tatsumaki, the big one, with Tatsumaki and God. So purple tier. Peak, what if, and great are the options that I'm seeing. So let us do that. Mixing up names of the children, Satsuri is gonna have to die. Why? Dog is getting low-key freaky. You can hear it? You can hear him? Tatsumaki's voice acting was kind of cringe, to be honest. You can't do shouting. This was the point where, like, I was kind of iffy on the voice acting. I will admit that. Can you make like 10 to 30 minutes of Q&A after this, or are you ending the stream? I can do like 10 minutes of Q&A. Even high peak is valid. Low peak. I think it's bad writing because I'm really sick of trope little children being tortured to kill to feed power-ups. The thing is, if it does happen, it's not gonna result in a power-up. I'll say that, like... The point, if it does happen, is completely different, or would be completely different, than a power-up. Because a power-up is not something that would even result from that. If Takumi dies, I'm crashing out. She's a precious little thing that must be protected at all costs. Purple tier is winning! Slightly lacking to be purple emo. Deserves purple, no doubt. P. True, killing the little girl dying would be bad writing, like introducing a cute girl just to kill her is an original, kind of cringe. I could see that. I'm interested who else I could voice for you, since Pagod's role will be limited. I'll send a sound clip of me speaking normally. That would be appreciated, yeah. How do you feel about Godzilla versus Boros? Boros should win unless we take like the more powerful Godzillas. Because obviously there are some that Boros just cannot compete with. Purple finna win. It's my favorite episode. It would be bad writing. I thought it would be like Gohan would have. Sorry, I said. It's fine. I can see the assumption. I'll say in this series, I don't plan to give Boros a single rage power-up in this entire season. Maybe sometime down the future, but like, in this entire season, Boros is not getting a single rage power-up. It's gonna win. I don't think rage boosts have happened before in One Punch Man. I mean, Metal Bat, if you count him. Garo all the time. Garo is like the big one. Boros versus Psychos versus Stock versus Platinum S will always be peak. I'm glad you did. I love how you didn't mention Sage Centipede in that. Tatsumaki soloing the Frieza saga after episode 4. Season 2 episode 4 is the best one. Everyone loves God's yapping in Tatsumaki's Grove. Do you think Godzilla and Hell Heisei Godzilla could solo one? I have no clue, honest. I know they scale insanely high, but I don't know where they scale. Like I said in the video, I'm not a Godzilla expert. Legendary is the one I know most about. Boros doesn't need rage power-ups. Phoenix Man and Metal Bat and Phoenix Man do, maybe. Yeah. They're always angry. Sage Centipede was a stage hazard, not a combatant. Okay, 26 of 30 people have voted, and Purple Tier is currently winning. So are we sure? There are still a couple more votes left. Wait, when did Garo get rage powers? In like every single fight, pretty much. Like, he gets flashbacks to his child. Like, at the end of Season 2, for example, when he's getting beaten by Bang and Garo. Or Bang and Bomb. He calls back to his childhood and then gets an insane rage boost. So, like, nothing's ended. He screams. He, like, punches the ground and gets out of the situation. Saitama sort of got a rage boost when Genos died. But it wasn't really. He just stopped holding back as much. Well, he did directly get stronger as well. Post episode 4 Tatsumaki versus Cosmic Phoenix Man. We'll see. You'll see in the next episode. Where do you scale Monster vs. Godzilla? I'm not answering power scaling questions for the moment, because I do want to get through this a little bit faster. So yeah, Purple What If is like... Yeah, it's winning. Purple Tier is winning. We could use Clown Sage as a racetrack. Stage hazard is more credit to Sage. Alright, so Purple Tier has won. We have our second Purple Tier. I did not expect this. But yeah, Tatsumaki has come into the Purple Tier now with episode 4. That's nice to see. I like that. So then it's probably not going to be above part 15 though, right? Episode 4, Season 2. Above episode 15 or below episode 15? Also for the Godzilla ones, like Legendary Godzilla where I scale him, it's like there's an hour-long video on that now. So I would suggest checking that out. His growth was the response to Goro's strength. It specifically stated as well that it was because of his emotions. It's like due to the upsurge of emotions, his growth rate increased exponentially. Or his power increased exponentially. Below episode 15. Clown centipede shall be bisected in his trash of fatness disappointment shape. Surprisingly, a lot of votes do go to above episode 15. Only half the people have voted, but so far, below episode 15 is winning, though. Oh yeah, the Discord poll really did tie. I guess I'll just decide the April Fool's video myself then. I'll choose between those two. What if Boros broke his limiter, like some other characters? I mean, he'd be unstoppable, aside from Saitama. And like God. Who do you think is better? Krillin dying and Goku goes Super Saiyan, or Genos dies and Saitama stops holding back? Definitely Goku Super Saiyan, it's just too iconic. Episode 5 is trashed here. For the death of Pig God. Alright, so below episode 15 has won. We can definitely say that. So now episode 5. Quite a bit of stuff also happens in this one. Mainly the exposure of Boros to the public and the fallout of that. Boros' declaration that he saved the Earth a few times now and he's going to keep doing it again and again. And he doesn't care about what anybody has to say. His conversation with Garo, and then he lets him go. You know, the conversation about like being the strongest will lead you nowhere, all that stuff. Then we have Bang, then scolding Boros, grounding his perspective into what the heroes and the regular people actually feel, because he's too strong to relate to them. So he has to be sort of grounded, informed what's going on. You know, you need to take responsibility. So that's sort of the theme there. That's like the bigger things that go down. And it's kind of a lot of setup for what's going to happen later. That's like one of the bigger things. Since when is there a Discord? I need a link. It's in the description of the stream, if you go there. Worst YouTube video ever created. Episode 5 is peak. My goat, based here. Sounds like good lore. It's great. Vengeance for Big God. Invent trash tier for this episode. The Boros Crash Out episode, definitely peak. I adore everything in it. I think some things plot-wise are a bit overused though. What specifically? Because I would like to hear. Because obviously, like, I want to make the series as good as possible. Like, if there are issues, please tell me what the issues are. Oh, this is also the episode where Boros first meets Takumi as well. Will Boros ever crash out, or did he? There have been like a couple of small crash outs, but nothing major. Boros, no more Minecraft for a month. Consider this, Pigga dies, so the episode is garbage. What's your favorite 2024 anime? I didn't really follow any new ones at all, honestly. I was busy with other things. What big anime came out in 2024? Like, what big anime were going on? I haven't seen anything new at all. Like Dandadan, I didn't see that, or Blue Lock, or like Daima. I was busy with other things, unfortunately. I feel bad for Pig God, but Bang refusing teaching Boros, and Him respecting it is just great. Also, when Boros Mitakami, it was cute. Pig, counterpoint, Pig got dies, so the episode is peak. Will you ever make something on solo leveling? I don't know. I haven't seen it actually. Honestly, everything you made with World of Boros turned good was peak. Thanks. Okay, so what I'm seeing... Episode 5 of Season 2. So there's peak what if. There's great. And then I'll add good as well. And I'll add trash tier for if you want to do that. Because there have been a lot of requests for that. You ever watched Hajime no Ippo? I have not. I've only watched Baki from those like... From the more grounded like combat sports type anime. Well, Baki is anything but grounded, really. Thanks for making trash tier just for me. No problem. Peak what if is winning with half the people voting. There's still the other half. I'll get a drink in the meantime. Just put them all in peak and best animes. Random question, do you play modded Minecraft or vanilla? I prefer modded. Vanilla's kind of lost a lot of its charm for me. I still like it, but I just kind of like... I don't know, like, it's a... I don't know what to do with it, honestly. I'm voting for Peak Fiction just to spite Chandler. With and without Infinity, what rank hero would Gojo be? Like, the power level doesn't really matter until you get to, like, the top 3, or, like, the top 2. So, like, in terms of just popularity, he'd be very high. Would Boros get a new form or no? Can't say. Do you like Daima? I haven't really watched it aside from, like, the recent stuff. Like the very most recent thing. It appears I have won the battle. Chandler does what if. What mods do you play? Creative mod or magic themed mods? Maybe we can get into that a bit later. Or like sometime next stream, because this has been going on for 3 hours now. Okay, so Peak What If has won. With most of the people voting. So now where in Peak What If does it go? I have very limited options. I only have 4 poll options here. Okay, so I'll do top of the tier. I'll do we'll narrow it down later, maybe. Above episode 9, and then bottom of the tier. Above episode 3, maybe I'll... Okay, let's try this. Let's see. We can narrow it down if you guys want later. What do you think Krillin will rank as a hero in One Punch Man? Definitely very high as well. He's just a nice dude who just does nice things and has a lot of power. Like, obvious, he would definitely rank high. Could Goku solo One Punch Man? In my opinion, he could. It's good, give it a try. It's very grounded compared to Baki. Like most character has done is flip a car. And the boxing and the things and shown are legit. Sorry, I can't talk anymore. I'll maybe give it a try sometime, but like, I've said this before on stream, I am very bad at getting into new things. Like, I am completely not... Like, it's very hard for me to watch something new. I'd much rather always just rewatch old things. Dang, is this going? Yeah, it's still going, but it's almost done. I look like Itachi from Naruto just without the disease and Sharingan. Be careful, Chandler. I'm a furry artist and I can draw your OC as a cute fox fan. But what is going on in chat? It's debatable whether Goku could win against God or not, but I think he could. Imagine if Saitama was a Saiyan, he would be busted. I mean, he already is. I have not watched Invincible, no. I've seen only the last episode. Above episode 3 and top of the tier is like completely tied. I will say personally, I don't think it deserves to be top of the tier. Like above episode 14 and stuff. I wouldn't put it that high personally. How strong would King be if he had a Mel Knight drone with a controller? Oh, at least above Dragon. At least. Like, the sheer speed and power gap would just not matter. You pick. At least Bang tier. Can somebody please break the tie? I will say though, personally I don't think it deserves to be top of the tier. We just need one vote to break the tie, please guys. Bottom of the tier is also really really popular. What if Boros from this would have fought Frieza from the Namek saga? I want to keep it a secret. Like, I don't want to reveal everything. I want the what if to speak for itself in terms of, like, the power scaling in it. Bottom of the tier has now tied up with the others. Dude, every single one is tied. Every single option is exactly a quarter. Bottom of the tier is now winning. $25 out of 30 people have voted. This is like the most pitched poll so far. Also, if they end up tied, you should consider what bottom of the tier people think. I think it's bottom of the tier, personally. I personally definitely place it at the bottom of the tier. I wouldn't place it higher than episode 11. So I'm voting for bottom of the tier to win. Above the remake of episode 2, I would not say so personally. You're comparing like setup episodes to like the peaks of season 1. Like, this is not the peaks of season 2. You're comparing setup and foreshadowing episodes to like the peaks of season 1. What happened to remake of episode 2? It's there in the poll, in the tier list. Any thoughts on the recent redraw? I like it because I did not like what came before, honestly. I'm glad they're doing it. Did Boros meet Empty Void or Woody? No, he hasn't met him. Bottom of the tier is winning now. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. It's gone on for a while. I think bottom of the tier is fine. I would not place it any higher personally. Now on to episode 6. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been 3 hours. The last episode, episode 6. So now this one is where quite a bit of stuff goes down. So first of all, we have obviously the big battle between Garo, Rover, and Goketsu. That's like the biggest selling point. It's in the thumbnail. But then We also have... What do we have? I'm so tired. Okay. Okay, we have Takami and Boros. We have Takami and Boros meeting on the hill. You know, all the wholesome scene. We have like a couple comedic scenes with like Rover and Goketsu chilling in the bathtubs and whatnot. We also have Sonic and Darkshine's like quick development. Kinda glossed over, but I did want to give Darkshine some W's. And then also, like, the big thing is also Platinum S's scheming and his cruelties and whatnot. His crimes against Golden Ball and Spring Mustachio. I'm in the poll option, sorry for the confusion. Alright. Empty Void is nowhere near being introduced. It's our peak for now. When Satori sees this, the stuff I'm typed in the Discord, I'm cooked. I don't know. I don't want to look. Bottom tier it is. It would be interesting to think what'll happen if Garo never went evil. I do plan to make that a what if, maybe, potentially. Episode 6 is purple. Episode 6 top of great. Peak. Peak to the dog. Definitely great. Boros and Takami hanging out is my favorite moment in all the series. That's nice. A surprising pick, but I welcome it. Episode 6 is purple, but only because you tricked me into thinking a Garo fight had stakes for the last time. You're pulling the server tide. Yeah, you know. I'll just decide what I want to do. Purple for the thumbnail. The artist of the thumbnail speaking. Steal. Would Boros meet that guy who looks like him? He will, but like... He was supposed to have a scene earlier, see, but like the voice actor got sick. He was supposed to have 2 scenes by now. Once we were enemies, now our shared bloodshed has made us brothers. What is going on in chat? Boros looked drippy while walking Rover. I need to read the chapter the recent chapter. How strong is Garo in your what if right now? Stronger than initial monster Garo was by a lot. Okay, so let's do episode 6. Episode 6 of season 2. So we got purple, we got peak what if, and we got great as options. I'm divided Platinum as being so sadistic. It's fun sometimes, but I really hope it's somewhat grounded. It's not gonna be like, oh, he just tears off like all his limbs, rips out his heart, and makes like rub salt in the wound. It's not gonna be like that. I am trying to bring a balance. What I imagined you would do to the tide pole is way, way worse. You thought I would do both, or what? Who has the best drip in One Punch Man? Boros. Have you seen his armor? If the option you commissioned for me doesn't win, do you still want the art? I do want the art. I'm set on doing that. I just realized something. Yogaro doesn't have fighting spirit because he never fought Metal Bat. They're two different things though. Like, Murata has even stated, like, Garo doesn't actually have fighting spirit. The Platinum stuff was a bit grimderp, to be honest. Great beside, I have no clue what grimderp means. Do you plan on having some complex side plots or something? Not sure. It depends on what you mean by complex side plots. Cosmic Garo got that galaxy fit. Yeah, that is true. Can we send arts to you? What kind? In the Discord server, there's like an arts channel. You can send pretty much any artwork you like. I cannot believe purple is winning right now. How is purple winning? I would not place this in purple. How is purple winning? Like, I'm glad that you think highly of the part, but like, I would not place it in the top, like, 7 of the series. Grimdark is like Grimdark. I don't know what Grimdark is. But so dark it kind of goes back to being cringy. I can see that a bit. It's rigged, it should be in great. Yeah, I don't know about this one, honestly. It's for the dog. No, don't do that. I'm honestly asking, please do not do that. If it's just for the dog, I'm asking like seriously, where do you guys want this how good do you think it actually is, not for the dog, okay? I started another poll. Please be honest. Not for the dog. Grimdark is a tone that's without hope, dark and misery. No, it's actually peak. I'd say low peak. Mid-grade tier. Okay, then Repo and great. You made a great episode. I mean, maybe, but like seriously purple? Like above 14, 13, 9? Like, really? I'd say it's like the very bottom of peak or just like near the top of great. The love of the dog is strong in these ones. Well, I mean, if it is what you want, I'll place it in purple, I guess, but like, personally, I would not place it in purple. Great is so close to winning. For the whole episode, people. Hoping your series doesn't get too dark because then it just becomes shock value after a while. Unironically, I actually do like this episode more. Do you do reaction vids? Videos, no. I have done one single stream of reaction, though. I might do more in the future. But yeah, basically episode 8 is like the biggest shock value thing. After that, it's like, it's a lot less of that. Or like the biggest dark thing. In terms of like, okay, it still like gets dark afterwards, but it's like not the cringy type of dark. I want the series to go dark, but slowly become hopeful. Sadri, you're underestimating yourself. At this point, you've gotten so much better at editing and voice actors, it just cooks. I mean, maybe. Come on, people, vote for great, reject dog. I'd love you to do a reaction stream to episode 1 of ReZero. Okay, the thing is, that would be super difficult with copyright. I would have to, like, limit the heck out of that. I'd have to place, like, a dozen filters and, like, the volume would have to be all sorts of messed up. I think taking notes from Berserk would help. I have. from the Eclipse. I have read it. I think you should put it in grade if you want a serious ranking. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, I don't know. A great mix of dark and comedy. Yeah, Great is like super close to winning. But Purple is winning by like a vote or two. Do you react to horror? Not really. I just reacted to a power scaling video once. Well, okay, one final thing. Episode 6, Season 2. Either Purple or Great, because Peak What If wasn't getting many votes. So where did the people that put it in Great think it should go, in Peak What If should go? Where do you think it should go? In Great or Purple? Because honestly, I do not think it deserves Purple. It's Purple for the dog, but Great for the episode. I did not mean to put it in Purple. Okay, just a thought. Would you like to change something about the story now if you could? A couple things, probably. No way people are voting for Purple. Stop. Yeah, that's exactly my thing. It's like, it's not Purple. It's just not. The next episode, maybe. And like the ones afterwards. Because this is like, this is where the setup ends. These ones were all setup. Now we're gonna get into the heavy hitters of the season. I do not think these should go into like the purple tier. The still dog. No, come on, no. My purple is unironical, and the message was retracted. I didn't get to finish it. High to mid grade. Yeah, that's where I would put it. Episode 5 too, to be honest. Seriously undervaluing the quality of the episodes? I mean, like I get the quality has shot up, but in terms of like the story and like what actually happens, I think the others have way more impact than this one. Purple is only for the God involved episodes? Perhaps. What episode does Boros and Haros kiss? Alright, Great is winning with a majority vote now. So I think I shall just put it in Great. Because like, be honest, like, is it actually Purple? Like, is episode 6 on the tier of, like, Ultra Instinct Goku and Gojo vs. Sukuna and, like, all that stuff? Because this is supposed to be, like, the peak, like, actually peak. Like, it's supposed to be given very, very selectively. Have you watched Love is War? I haven't. And if you would just talk a bit more about Boros, because I bought a machine that converts kinetic energy into electricity, and I've always got my electricity covered, so no more bills for me. I kind of don't understand. I'm so tired right now. We've been going for 3.5 hours. Will you ever do something else other than power scaling? Well, I do what ifs. Mainly this one, but I do plan to do others as well. At the end of the series, will you release a video about where many manga characters like Empty Void and Blessed Sun are and what if Boros turned good? Maybe, if, probably not, honestly. Longest stream ever reached? Oh, good. Goody. What's good, bro? Hello. We've been here for 3 hours. I'm super tired. Super. We're gonna be ending soon. Apologies, but I'm really tired now. Okay, now. Okay, I'll put this in the top of great for like. I'll make another poll. Let's end it properly. Let's actually end it with another poll. Let's say episode 6 of season 2. Okay, the last poll. You know, the thumbnail converts Satoru's glazing into raw kinetic energy. Can't wait for the return of the Naruto What If. Yeah, I do plan to, semi-continue them. Like, I won't be fully editing them, but I do want to finish them. And do you play games like Roblox? I do not. Have I answered? I don't know, man. I slept 5 hours last night, and now I'm tired. You should get rest. Think you should move on. Yeah, made great. Here, give Satoru 80s and Boros glazing so he can restore his energy. Top of great, high great, mid great, low great. What if Big God wasn't holding back against Platinum S? Boros is truly our goat. He will return and defeat God. What's the time for you right now? Yeah, 9:30 p.m. But like sitting in the place for 3 hours and talking nonstop, it's kind of is exhausting. I will say the day in general was pretty chill though. I was just gathering clips and images for episode 7. Now for my prediction of episode 7, if I had to put it in here, I would say it's going to be at least peak What If, from what I'm seeing, like compared to these other parts. It's like the all the parts of season 2 so far have been the setup, the build up, all that. And now episodes 7 and onward are the heavy hitters. This is like where the Shibuya incident gets good, or like where Shinjuku Showdown begins, or stuff like that, or like where Perfect Cell is born, and like whatnot, and the Cell games begin, or like when Goku arrives to fight Frieza. Like this is where the things actually get like serious now, so this is where it's gonna be like the big things start to go down, basically. I will give you this, Chandler. It would have been a high diff fight. What if Boros was trapped in the time chamber with Cape Baldy for 1,000 years to gain a cosmic transformation? Stuff goes down. What if Saitama was cursed to always miss bargain sales? The Earth would be no longer here. The Earth would have died long ago. He would have destroyed it out of frustration. Okay, what was I thinking? Yeah, I will say, for Platinum S, like the whole point of him being kind of like into cringe darkness, I have pivoted the direction a little bit, because I do regret a little bit what I did with like what the original plan was. I have tweaked him a bit. It's still dark, but it's like a different kind of dark. Like you'll see. Episode 8 is gonna be like the biggest remnant of like this, and then onward it's gonna be different kind of dark. Metal Bat versus S will be an epic fight, despite how one-sided it will be. Yeah, I will say stuff goes down. Purple. Just purple. But yeah, I'll probably go. Probably gonna go. I'm looking for one more thing. Because I want to be nice to everybody who made it this far. Like, I know there's many people here that probably, like, recently came in, but I know there's some people that have been here from the very start of the stream. And I respect you for that. So I do want to do one thing. I just need my PowerPoint to actually load. I think I might save it for another time. I don't know. I want to give a, like, an image, but, like, I'm struggling to find any that isn't too spoilery. Big brain rot, for real. Yeah, let's end the poll. Been here for 3 hours and 26 minutes. Here from the start, yeah. Could Metal Bat scale to the top of S tier? At full potential and power. In terms of, like, the S class, absolutely. One of the top 5, top 4. W stream. I'm still here and I have donated, so please glaze more about Boros. I need that kinetic energy. Okay, so Boros, in his released form, with his suppressed punches, because he later starts punching harder, impresses Saitama to the point that he calls him strong. Meanwhile, he didn't actually say anything similar to Tatsumaki. He just called her, like, kind of tough. Like, you're pretty tough. Meanwhile, with Boros' suppressed punches, it's like, you're strong. With, like, a serious expression. Boros' suppressed punches are just above full power Tatsumaki. We know that. We know that. Okay, I know what I can give, but I'm gonna need to do a little bit of preparation for it. I know the screen went black, but I need it to go black currently. I have to find something. Okay, there we go. I've got it. I've got it. I shall give you a tease. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat right now. I'm setting something up real quick. But I'm warning you, the stream ends very quickly after this goes down. Okay. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, catch up to... Should I donate again? Donate $500. Top 5 S class, or 1 Tatsumaki, 2 Flashy Flash, 3 Genos, 10 seconds, 4 Bang, 5 Metal Bat. I would... My ranking would be very different, I would say that. Okay, excluding Blast, 1 is Tatsumaki, 2 is Genos, then Metal Bat at his peak, then Metal Knight, then Current Flash, probably. For me. Bye, have a good rest of the day. You know, if you sound out. No. There's one thing. Okay? I've got it ready. But I will have to end the stream as soon as it comes on, alright? Who is your top 5 characters you glaze the most? Hades, Boros, Kana, Kikisame, and Pain. Probably those would be the top 5. Okay, everybody. I'm saying now in advance, don't click off yet, but have a good day. Okay, I thank you for being on the stream. I will have to put it off like 10 seconds max afterwards, okay? I don't want very new people coming in. So are you guys ready? Ready or not? It arrives. Oh, does it not play on loop? God damn it. I thought it would play on loop. Apparently it does not.